Oh, I didn't even open VTube Studio. Well, that's a great start.
Well, Raska, how are the people going to see you?
Hello, everyone. I am hands and a wheel right now, but soon I will be an alien as well. Welcome to the stream. We're once again doing the Dale Juniors Driven to Give 400, this time with DD50. Hello, D.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. Thank God I can actually see you now, because I was really worried because it was just hands at a wheel, and that was really terrifying.
Yes, it's almost as terrifying as when your race engineer started directing their instructions to me a moment ago.
Listen, Chloe Green is a great crew chief. She's brand new to doing this thing, and we need to give her all the prep and experience that she can get.
Fair enough, yeah. Will it be her first full season in Cup?
Yes, it will be. She's from Britain.
Britain.
Yep.
In it.
She asked me where the local Greg's is, and I said, we don't have that here. So I took her to where an old H.H. Greg's was, which was an electronics store.
I've seen funny YouTube videos inspired by that, or maybe directly from that. I'm not sure.
I didn't live in the South, okay? 3 minutes into stream, it's a character, okay? I'm not actually from the South. I keep kayfabe really well.
And then there's me, who's just me.
That's right. So, Raska, tell the people what we got here. Let's go.
We are driving the mini stocks at Iowa Speedway for 400 laps, and there will be no yellow flag caution periods. It's a straight up 400 lap race, and we will need to do a little bit of fuel saving, by the way, D. I don't know if you caught any of that in the stream yesterday, but you can get almost 100 laps, so it's worth doing a bit of lifting. I'm clutching as well, but I don't think that's necessary. It's worth doing a little bit of lifting to make it to 100. You can make it quite far past 100, honestly, with like a lot of lifting, but yeah. Because the pit stops are very slow, and it's definitely worth saving one. Some people are just crazy quick though, so.
Do we take tires?
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely, okay.
Yes. In fact, also, as much as with fuel saving, you probably also want to consider tire saving as well, because, I mean, Asa had damage, but in her stint, her first one, she got down to 1%, and me without damage, I was on 10%, so, the track gets cooler though, so later in the race it will be, the second two stints I think just aren't as much of an issue.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a tire eater in the early part of the race.
She's a tire eater.
Indeed.
Well, that's interesting. Okay.
Clear inside.
Hello, Sleepless Kitty and Matty over on YouTube, and Frankie on Twitch. Yes, back for more. Please tell me that jumping into the solo is a really bad idea. It's a long slog by yourself, I would say. I haven't done it by myself. Lifted yesterday. But it's a genuinely fun race, so like, if it's doing it solo or not doing it, I would say do it solo, because it's fun.
It's basically like a mile and a half in these cars, right? You don't even really need to brake. It's kind of like driving a cup car at a mile and a half, just it's a mini stock at a 7/8 mile. So
yeah, I'd say I think as the tires wear, I do start using a little bit of brake to get it down to the bottom, but I mean that's not dissimilar to a 1.5 miler anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's like a tiny sized intermediate race.
Yeah. And these things race really nicely. Yeah, they race really nicely together. Like, people are bumping and banging and getting a bit sideways, but pretty much saving it. Like, there were some wrecks yesterday, but nothing major. I think Liff and Frankie had the same experience. Like, the racing is just good.
Well, that's good, because it's endorsed by Dale Earnhardt Jr.
If this combo is literally his concoction, then he has nailed it, because I think it's really fun.
He probably did.
Yeah.
So are you starting or am I starting?
I am happy to start.
Okay, you're starting.
I got a I actually got the pole yesterday, which is kind of amazing.
Ooh.
So I don't know if I will repeat that.
Did you jump the initial start and then end up 5 laps down?
Start zone is not enabled, which I use to my full
Oh.
advantage by jumping the entire field into 10.
Hell yeah. Become ungovernable. That's what I always say.
Yeah, I would say it's like an oval Miata in a way, but the Miata is an oval car officially anyway, so it's just another oval Miata with like tube frame chassis, I guess, I assume.
But the Miata only races at Martinsville. So
that's still an oval.
Yeah, but it's not an oval car. Like it races one oval. It's a combined. Like, do you call the USF Pro 2000 an oval car?
Well,
even though it only races.
It is not a road only car, is what I mean by that. It is also an oval car.
Okay.
Oh, they reckon.
Ooh, that's a door check. Ooh, nice control. Nice control.
Car inside.
Hello, Petra. Yeah, we need to. These things can take a bump, so I'm not too worried about like a bit of contact with people. But yeah, don't exactly want to get wrecked. We do have a fast repair as well, so that's useful.
We have one fast repair.
Yes.
For 400 laps.
Okay. Yes, but honestly, it's not even that bad. Like me and Asa did use ours, but only because we got intent wrecked.
Oh.
So
okay.
like. The only instance we had in the whole race between us was 2x that Asa got from being intent wrecked. Which yeah, that wasn't even a 4x thinking about it, because she got bumped into the wall and got a 2x. So that's kind of amazing. That's not to say, you know, incidents worse than that couldn't happen, but like in general, if we keep our wits about us, should be alright.
That's good.
Keep low.
Where's the Monte Carlo? There's only one body for this car, unfortunately.
Sadly, yep. Only the Ford Mustang body. Ugh, gross.
I was surprised to learn when this was coming out. There aren't most mini stocks front-wheel drive in real life.
Yeah, so it kind of depends, because there's no real like unified rule book for mini stocks.
Yeah.
Like, in my area, mini stocks are always front-wheel drive shit boxes, like Chevy Cobalts and Ford Focuses and shit, and like Volkswagen Golfs and Honda Civics and shit. So the fact that ours is rear-wheel drive is kind of different.
I'm glad it
to
is,
me,
honestly.
But that's just the way it be, I guess.
Right, we're loading in now.
Loading in. Look at that old school iRacing load screen. You could tell it's an old school iRacing load screen because there's not a splash of color on it. My smart speaker is trying to get me to read off a breakfast joke, and I looked at it at first and I thought it said Breakfast Jones.
I thought you were
like it was a person who's obsessed with breakfast.
Breakfast Jones. Sounds like some awful Indiana Jones parody.
Hey, I'm Breakfast Jones, you know?
Hello, Nate. Welcome. Just about to do quali in a few minutes here. Let's try and get double poles. Probably not, but I'll try.
What if Fresca got double pole? I heard if Fresca's getting double pole, he's going to give 10 subs.
10? Don't you mean $10 donation to the Dale Jr. Foundation?
That's what I meant.
Which is, I'm trying to work out, it depends where you are, I guess, but 10 subs in dollars.
Well, we're going to have to watch out for the team name LBJT40AMA SWTSOTG.
What the hell is that?
They're in car number 97, naturally.
Just set the fastest lap, 27.538.
Oh, Will Reichert's in this race. He used to race in the league that I used to operate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, good people. Great people. That's cool.
Neat. I should look at the thing and try and see if I recognize anyone. Oops.
Wow. Oh, that's Bramble, not Bumble. Oh. There's a Tyler Bramble, and I thought that it might have been Tyler Bumble, heir to the Bumble fortune.
The who?
The Bumble fortune. You ever use Bumble?
Well, the app?
Yeah, it's a dating app.
What? There's no way that was made by a guy called Bumble, right?
It was. That's why every company is
No.
named after the person who started it.
Every company?
Yep, that's right. James Advance made Advance Auto Parts. So you okay, you're qualified.
I will have, yeah.
I've heard people suggest that they should do the Pocono race like this, where all the teams just field one car. And I was like, no, don't do that.
Green
Like,
flag,
do
green
what race?
flag.
The real world NASCAR Pocono race. Somebody suggested, oh, we should do a 1,000 miler at Pocono and just have all the drivers swap cars. And I'm just, no, that's a dumb idea. Don't do that.
Pocono of all tracks.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
One more lap.
It will not be back-to-back poles.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. No, it won't be. No.
All right. Ticket flag.
Well, right now, Team Elliot Huffman Solo has the pole right now.
Damn.
I think it's a solo effort.
Maybe.
Followed by Contas Trocatas Racing. Contas Trocatas! Beep, 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 beep. And Lone Driver is third.
Lone driver.
He's the lone driver. He lives life 1 mile at a time.
We are. You know what? I've figured out. No, this can't be right.
No, you do have to team with me. It's in the contract. You're required to drive with me.
No, I wonder if it's because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it used to work this way, right? Where the person who signs up the car is the one whose iRating it's taken for the split.
Yeah.
Was that how it used to work a long time ago? Or
Yes, it
Okay.
did, because I remember trying to game the system so that you would run shit like the Daytona 24 with your friends.
So I feel like it's set up like that because me and Asa did not get the same split as Lith despite being only 60 iRating apart. Our average versus Lith's number. I mean, it's not impossible to get the different split when you're a different iRating, obviously, but that happened. And now the SOF here is 3.1k, which seems remarkably high, unless that's just the starting drivers. But yeah, there's not a lot of solo drivers, to be fair, so I just feel like it may have taken mine.
So that's fine.
It will be fine. But my
Look, we're
goodness.
here for a good time.
I know, but
And the fact that I am contractually obligated to run 4 endurance events with Mirai in the year 2025.
damn, we wasted one with this then.
Yeah, we did. just looking at your contract like, God damn it, really? Like with this one? Like well, at least we're beating not recommend motorsport.
Yeah, we are top split specifically.
We are top split.
Yes, that is what I was wondering there. And I've just confirmed that.
Oh no.
See, now there's an issue.
Okay, now I'm scared.
Oh well, let's see what happens.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over.
Why does the chat say number 57 with a different name?
3,171.
Why does the what?
Never mind.
Tight field today. Look for
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's well, you see, when you come from space, unfortunately, iRacing, they're not quite with the times, and they don't accept, you know, my payment card from my bank back home on my home planet. So,
Galactic Express. They don't take a Galactic Express card.
no, they don't. So I was like,
Okay.
oh, how do I sign up for iRacing? Because, you know, that's obviously the first thing you try and do when you arrive on Earth anyway, right? Well, I just hacked some guy's account. So the name in iRacing doesn't match my name, Reska Kyoso, as you
Okay.
know, because
Okay,
I
yeah.
stole the account.
That's fair. I get it.
Left to grid.
I
Has
use a
to be done.
decoy name to throw people off so that they don't know who I am.
Are you a spy?
No. Reska, can I tell you something real quick? Like
What?
just to you, real quick, like
You're
not to
waiting
the
on two
stream.
cars
Like,
to grid.
can I
Sure,
just tell
if
you
you
Waiting on
whisper,
the
they
final
won't hear
car
you.
to grid. Everyone's gridding.
I might be a spy.
No way.
I might be. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel kind of like I don't know. Oh, there's voice chat. Oh, let's mute that.
Still had it on from the Clash.
Yeah, it's on from the Clash on Thursday that I ran.
Line
Yeah.
up on the inside.
I
Pico,
last
keep
night
right
I you know I took the start, and I thought, you know what, let's just see if there's anything going on voice chat. I unmuted as I was going across the line, and the P2 starter was like just making loud noises down the microphone to, like, I don't know, put people off. I don't know, and I just immediately muted again. Like, nope, that is not going on for the rest of this. We are not
I like
doing
this
that.
Toyota mini stock that's to our right. That thing's actually really dope.
It's so weird seeing the those old Toyota like colors and livery with the Gazoo Racing logo and
Yeah,
then a
that is
Peugeot
right.
logo on the on the wheel arch.
That Toyota branding was the coolest. I might have to bring that back now that I run Toyotas. I might have to do that. Hey, Robo Toast.
Hey, Robotoast.
Toasty's here. Hey, there's a team in here named Toast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw it earlier. Where is it? Sad Toast Racing. I don't
Hello.
think Robo Toast is sad though.
Hello, Kinetic Rhyme as well. I do not know. I think were you the one that spoke to me about that event a while back? I mean, I know they do a lot of events, but I have no plans for that particular event because I know nothing about it. And hey, Cat, how's it going? They put cats in race cars. I know, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not a cat.
You sure about that?
I'm positive of it.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Anyways, here comes the start.
Indeed.
The alert.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green, green, green.
All right, green flag, go. Oh wait, you are going. It's just the
You're on
cars
the
are
bottom.
slow.
3 wide. Car outside. 2 wide. Clear.
Oh yeah, I guess Alon Day is in our split. Huh.
Outside.
I feel like that's someone who has seen the name of around like a million times, but I don't know who they are.
They were a NASCAR driver. They were famous for wrecking into one of the skinny sections at Chicago last year in practice, and Justin Allgaier cleaning them the fuck out. because
Oh,
they
that
didn't-
was them.
Yeah, or
Oh,
the other way
no.
around. Yeah.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear.
Alon Day didn't know the concept of local yellows for 45 seconds.
Oh dear.
Yep, that was him.
Well, he's the number one car here.
Oh, he's number one, all right. The last time we were in a race with the NASCAR Xfinity Series regular, we got dumped in the first hour by them. So good, no pressure.
Yeah, was Allende the one that? Because there was someone at Chicago that was a Euro Series driver.
It was him. Oh, no. You're talking about the other guy who wrecked like 40 times in practice.
Yeah. But was Allende also a Euro driver?
Yes, he was the one who cleaned out Allgaier.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Also, he races in Euro NASCAR, and also, I remember back in the day, he didn't get approved to run miles, even though he had Budweiser sponsorship randomly. It was weird.
Inside. Clear.
Cross him up! Cross him up!
Outside.
No! Maybe!
Stay low.
Go.
There's a car on the high side.
Problem is, I'm trying to save as well.
Stay
So.
low. There is
Oh,
a car on the
yeah,
high
you gotta
side.
pace yourself, I get it.
Clear
Like, I'll have a
outside.
look, but I'm not gonna send it. Because he'll only fight back anyway, next straight. Cool, he's not tire saving. Don't forget to clutch. I am clutching, Frankie. Oh no. Oh, I should have seen that coming. It's harder to tell when it's in text, Frankie. Yeah, Kohai, this is
No,
top split.
there's no Z at the end of my name, it's just D. Also, what do my channel points have to do with it?
DZ sounds like
That was your fastest lap
some
of the
sort of
session.
like
The leader just did a
spin-off version.
28.149.
Of Daisy
yeah.
that has, like, I don't know, a bunch of annoying idiot ladies coming after you who don't understand things.
You have to battle off a horde of bad secretaries.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is that the printer ran out of ink. So what I did is I put pens in the little in the ink thingy, and eventually it'll fill up with ink, and then we'll be able to print again. I saw another good one this week that was really funny. I sent it to Ruska. It was like, you know, those like forums where it's like, write in your email, confirm your email, and at the top it was like an email, and then in the confirmation of email they just wrote, "Yep, that's my email."
Well, you sent that, and I can picture that secretary pic you have where you're like
Yep.
got your finger up, like that's the exact
Exactly.
exact image that came to mind.
Confidently stupid. That's my favorite emotion to convey.
Hello, Getu. How's it going? The entry list for tomorrow? Well, just the A-Class Pro entry list. I'm happy I'm in the Pro for Virtual Oval now, because they do that by safety rating, not like, well, their own safety rating, that is, not iRacing's, but they sort the Pro and the non-Pro by safety rating, not like Pacer or anything else. So some of the people who I didn't enjoy racing with as much last year are not in the race this weekend. Yay! They're in the non-Pro. As much as the Pros are scary, that should be really nice. Most stupid takeouts. You know, stuff will happen, I'm sure. Especially, well, I say especially at Daytona, but when I've done plate racing in the A class, I've done it a couple of times. I think only once actually. But my goodness, it was clean. And yeah, everyone, like they will hang you out to dry. Like it's realistic, but going into one of those with no friends, you know it. They will team up and work with each other, with their friends, their teammates. Remember at times I was shuffled to the back on the outside.
Watch out, they're jumping up here.
Sorry?
Kind of like a plate race. Like you don't really get away. It's like, you know what it reminds me of? And this is a deep cut reference. It feels like late 90s plate racing because like it's strung out but still close, which is kind of like how the plate races in the 90s were.
Yeah. I think it might be exaggerated slightly, maybe, but just because it's top split and like these are probably really good drivers, but also I think everyone's fuel saving. Like, because in our split yesterday, some people really weren't, and like 2 people took off. Leader's starting to take off a little bit here, actually. But I mean, here I expect everyone to save. So
The spotter just said 3 hours left in this session.
Is that a Brandon Dollar livery up ahead?
I don't know.
I'll try and identify.
I lost my eyes in an eye accident.
An eye accident.
Yep.
Is that what happens when you drop your
Apple? Yeah, it's an Apple endorsed accident.
Okay.
Tim Apple was like, "Give me your eyes. I need to make better cameras." And I was like, "Okay, as long as I get them back." And they said, "Yeah, sure." And then they didn't give them back. And now I have those like riding eyes from like Metal Gear Solid, you know, where it's like cool.
Nice.
Look, I just rewatched the Giant Bomb playthrough of Metal Gear Scanlan 4, okay? So I'm fucking obsessed with Metal Gear Solid 4 right now.
Metal Gear Solid 4 was my first Metal Gear Solid game.
That's a terrible one to jump into.
Yeah, and you know what's even worse is that I only played it because it was the only like shooter game we had in the house, and I wanted to play one. So I played it, but I didn't care. Obviously, I didn't care about the story or anything, and it was the 4th one anyway. So obviously, what's the point? So I literally played through Metal Gear Solid 4, skipping all the cutscenes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, until I get to I won't describe it too much, but if I say microwave scene, you'll know what I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, watch out! Watch out! Go low, 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 low. Good job.
There we go. A few freebies. Yeah, get to the microwave scene, and while that's gameplay, it's very cinematic, right?
Yes.
So at this point, I'm experiencing this, and I'm like, damn, this is cool. And then obviously it's all very cinematic after that. You know, the final fight is obviously also in the same way, cinematic and cool. And so I watch my first experience of actual lore in MGS of any sort is the massive sort of info dump that you get at the end of that game, where it's like 3 hours of just cutscenes giving all the information.
An hour and 20 minutes of cutscenes.
Yeah, and it's just like everything they didn't tell
great.
you. But here's the thing, I was so interested by whatever the hell they were telling me. It's like, okay, I gotta know how this led up to this. I gotta find out the story so far here. I was invested from that. So while, yes, I would never recommend someone start with 4, especially skipping the cutscenes until the last few, but it actually got me super intrigued by the whole thing. I mean, now I love MGS.
So here's the crazy part. I've never played a single Metal Gear Solid, but I know everything about it because I watched the Giant Bomb playthroughs of those games.
I see.
So, and they're all up on YouTube now, which is great. It used to be premium content, and they just said, "Oh, fuck it, here's good Giant Bomb. Let's just upload it." And so I now while I was playing Car Mechanic Simulator off stream this week, I've just been playing that on the second monitor while I work on the car. That game's gonna ruin me, Ruska. I have Tokyo Extreme Racer downloaded, ready to go. I have it now. I haven't played it. That is like Car Mechanic Simulator.
I bought that, and I played a little bit of Motor Town the other day, because I bought that too. But here I am doing even more iRacing, and I have like a ridiculous amount of Daytona lined up for tomorrow. Oh dear.
Good luck with work, Frankie. Have fun.
Catch you later, Frankie.
Bye, Frankie.
Maybe Frankie. I'll probably be around later. Might be watching Bathurst though.
Oh yeah, Bathurst 12 hours starts today.
I am
with its giant field
Yeah.
filled to the brim, full garage.
I really wanted to go to that race, pre-COVID times, because I mean that is.
That looked like a riot pre-COVID.
Oh yeah, it still is like one of my favorite races. I think even with the smaller grid, like GT3s at Bathurst is a really good place to race GT3s. I would say. But I don't really want to, it's a long way to go to that race. I don't want to do that when it is like it is now.
Grid. Yeah.
I'm sure it's still good. And hey, maybe I should just go to the 1000 instead, honestly. But I want to see it get back to how it was and go to something like that with lots of manufacturer representation and all of this.
I want to go to the Bathurst, or I want to go to Australia, partially to go see some sort of V8 race, but also to go see my friend Lara, who is my good friend, and I like her very much, and we're good friends.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
We hang out all the time. Sorry, you're in the middle of a battle right now, but
it's okay.
We hang out. Yeah, you got plenty of room in consideration. You may as well be 17 lanes wide, and it'll be fine. You're middle of 3 right now.
It's fine.
They're giving it to you. Yeah, there you go.
Clear outside.
But she lives in Australia, and we have the thought process that Canada is cold Australia, and Australia is hot Canada, because they may as well be the same fucking country. Even if I don't see a race, I want to go to Martinsville and walk around the track. Honestly, if you go on if you go on like a random day, they might let you do that. If you call ahead, see if you could do it. Like, honestly, the best thing I could say is don't be afraid to just ask, because you'll never get the answer is always no unless you ask, right? So like, just ask. Although I will say this, one of the coolest things about going to races at Mosport is when the race is over for the day, you could just hop the fence and walk the track.
Yeah.
So like when I go for the IMSA race there every year, I'll be barbecuing dinner on our shitty trifold camping grill, and I just look out and I just see a bunch of families like walking the track and like kids playing frisbee and like RC cars driving around and stuff. It's the coolest. The other cool thing is like if someone wrecks in a corner, you'll see kids and adults and everybody go to where that car wrecked during the day after the day is over and see if they can get a part or something out of there, like a bolt or something. It's kind of cool. And I believe that's the only track that really does that. So that lets you just hop the fence. I've heard Watkins Glen, I know about Watkins Glen, they won't let you even look at the track. It feels like if you're they don't even humor it at all. They put catch fences up in sections to prevent the fans from going out to the track.
Surprisingly, I think F1 is the only series that consistently always does that. Pretty much there, at least in Europe, there are lots of F1 tracks that you do that. It used to be only Monza, and it was kind of iconic for that. But now just every single Grand Prix, there's a massive clamp on the front straight.
Or in Australia's case, during the Grand Prix.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that a couple years ago, and there were fans already on the other side of the fence when people were on the cooldown lap?
I didn't know. I don't remember that. Gosh.
Yeah, that was bad. That was the race where they kept red flagging it to try and get a good finish, and it just turned into a complete shit show.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
That
I know some NASCAR races let you walk onto the track. I imagine maybe all of them do. Yeah, they let you do that pre-race, but I'm talking about when the racing is done for the day, the track becomes basically a walking trail. It's cool as hell.
Yeah, the coolest place I've been that did that was Le Mans. They definitely let you on afterwards, and you can go pick up some marbles in the Ford chicanes.
That's cool.
They're very tasty.
I hear that. They're like the forbidden gummies.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to name a corner at Le Mans after Chevrolet because Chevrolet just has always been there. So you don't need a reminder that Chevrolet is there.
I mean, there is one. Not Chevrolet, but there is, of course, Corvette Corner.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is a corner. Yeah, shit. Never mind. I forgot about that.
It's right before the Forgicade.
That's right. It is before the Forgicade. God damn it. I heard Ford's launching an LMDH.
I heard that too.
I'm
might be true.
disgusted.
You're disgusted? Why?
I'm disgusted.
Oh, just because it's Ford?
Yep.
Okay.
You know who was there the whole time? Cadillac.
Yep.
Everybody's all like, oh, look at Ford. Oh, look at us. We're Ford. We finally won something at Daytona. Look at this. Isn't this great? We're Ford. We're Ford. Yeah, you know who didn't leave? General Motors. I have some, like, deep-seated trauma towards Ford that I really should get, like, I should talk to my therapist about how much I hate Ford. I really should. Maybe that's the next thing I have to mentally unpack. Anyways, you're running great. Lap 37. You're 15th. You're doing great.
Yeah, just trying to keep saving everything here. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm shuffling back a little bit, but
Nah, you're doing great. You're dealing with this
Shit,
blinker
maybe not.
nicely.
yeah, that's a bit of a pain.
That's a bit of a pain, but, you know.
Outside clear.
Hello, Windy, by the way. Welcome. It's going alright so far. We've ended up top split, so it's going to be a bit of a slog, but we'll hopefully have a fun little race here. Go ahead.
Speaking of Chevy, I saw one of the Daytona 24 cars take out a BMW. I don't have full context, but that was funny. It was great.
Outside.
Even with the context, it makes it a lot better. Let's put it this way.
Outside.
Ford won GTD Pro at the Rolex 24, and I didn't even mind it. It was that satisfying.
Keep low.
As long as it wasn't BMW.
Stay low.
Oh yeah, it couldn't have been BMW. Did you see what IMSA did this week though?
Outside.
Oh,
They were
the-
smart. They got pretty smart.
Was this their social media posters or something else?
Yeah, they did. They had 2 social media posts go out about 4 hours apart, and I guess it's them debuting a new slogan, and it was the Paul Miller Racing BMW with the headlights turned red, and it said "Move over" as the slogan on it. And then 3 hours later, they did the same thing with the Corvette, and I was like, "Oh, that's good. I can't wait till you get hired by NASCAR, and then sports car racing has to figure it out again."
Outside. Still there. Clear high. Car outside.
IMSA's social game has gotten so
Stay
much
low
better.
with the car on the high side. Outside. Stay
Like
low
the
with car
whole
on the
let's
high
just
side.
stream the Rolex on YouTube,
Yeah.
and
That's now a full
The
year
little-
of that. Like, I think did they start with Sebring for that?
they started with Sebring last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so now that's the first Daytona just streamed for free on YouTube. Like, that's
Yep.
so good. I mean, IMSA TV was always there, but the reach on YouTube.
I hated the player on IMSA TV.
Yeah, that's not
It was
ideal.
so bad. That player sucked. But now, of course, we got it on YouTube, and it's great. And also the little things they do, like, oh, AO Racing has Rexy, and they have the person in the dinosaur costume. Let's bring him to the IMSA headquarters and have him do things inside the IMSA headquarters. It was
Still
hilarious.
there. Hold your
I'm
line.
not sure I've seen that.
Oh, it's funny. I'll have to link it to you later. It's funny as hell.
Clear outside.
It's like trying to photocopy stuff and everything. It's great.
Stay low.
Is it being a bad secretary?
Oh, it's being a bad influence, all right.
28.32.
So long as it's not on Rumble, yes. Shout out Nitro Cross on Rumble. That was a fucking match made in hell.
Is that better or worse than BTCC on TikTok?
It's much worse.
Clear outside.
Rumble. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
D's gone to do bad secretary things. Oh god. Down to 18th. Not sure where we started actually, but running 18th now, which is down a little bit from where we were. I feel like maybe I'm not doing as well on tires as some of the people ahead. It's certainly stringing out from the lead. 5.6 seconds now. But hey, that's only going to increase the further we get into this. Big gap behind though. Hopefully everyone behind's kind of just struggling.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh, shit.
It was just someone calling about paper, and I told him, I don't need paper anymore. I live in a paperless world. Nitro Cross was on Rumble, which, yeah, not the best place to have advertisers. They had problematic content.
Outside. Outside is clear. Outside.
Oh, I didn't expect to make that pass.
Clear high.
Damn, that looked like a Daytona USA pass. It was sick. Like, I thought you shifted down to third and then shifted back up to fourth to get the rear end to kick out like that. That was neat.
Yeah, well, what I'm doing is I think it might be kind of good for tire saving because I'm not steering as much, is because I'm clutching in. When I release the clutch, it kind of kicks the rear out a little bit. So it gets a little bit of rotation mid-corner. It kind of...
Yeah, it
kind of
does.
helpful.
It's actually kind of awesome.
Oh, shit.
Watch out. Oh, that's the wall. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's good.
Yeah, I wasn't going to try and turn down violently, so I just went for a little bump.
Random topic, but I found out today there was a Jurassic Park fighting game on the PS1. I remember Bloody Roar. Does anybody remember Bloody Roar?
That sounds like a JoJo arc.
Nah, it was like this game where you were people and then you could get a special, and then when you hit a special, you turned into a beast.
Oh, God.
Bloody Roar was kind of cool. I think they made a sequel too, but it died on the PS1. I don't think it ever had a PS2 release. I just remember the demo for it. I thought it was cool. Maybe I'll play it on sports.
Sports.
Because fighting is a sport. I just noticed they didn't even give us the BMW's pace car for this. They gave us the truck.
Well, that was specifically mentioned in the forum post. I've never seen pace car specified, even for like Daytona, where they made a big deal about the BMW on socials. They didn't specify the pace car in the session details, but for this race, pace car, truck. I feel like Dale specifically requested the truck.
He probably did.
Which I find amusing.
He's like, that's the closest Chevrolet we got as a pace car, so do that.
While we drive our little forward-bodied mini stock.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, no!
Oh! He just right reared that son of a bitch! Hell yeah! Get him while he's vulnerable. Get him while he's vulnerable. He's talking on voice chat. Get him while he's vulnerable. Good job. Like, good job. Good job.
The gap is 1.4 seconds. Still there. Hold your line. Outside.
Get him while his head's not here. Go,
Yeah,
go,
he's
go.
really dropped off. What the...
Yeah!
Oh, there's some spots.
Half the game is mental.
Starting to feel that right front go away.
It's lap 53. So are we swapping at the pit stop, or?
Would you rather do... I feel like it's probably best if we swap each time, but...
I think it would be ideal to swap each and every time.
Cool, let's do that. Yeah, honestly, I didn't see that one coming. I was surprised when that happened in front of me.
I want a motorsport fighting game post-race with a rival you made during the race. You can do that. It's called WWE 2K24. Just create fire suits, and there you go. Yep. On an island all by ourselves. No one around. That car's
Honestly,
too
don't mind that too
far.
much.
You don't like that?
No, I don't mind that too much right now.
Oh, you like that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying
Hands
to
up the front.
That's
sort
fine.
out these tires for a minute.
Okay.
I think are we catching the pack? Wait, the
I don't know.
The guy ahead's been disappeared for half a lap now.
They took my eyes. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been a terrible crew chief. I've barely been paying attention.
You're fine. I got this.
Okay. Hear that, everybody? Reska's going to handle all the driving, and I'm just going to talk. So everything's cool. I totally forgot Bathurst 12 hours today. Now I know I'm going to watch after we're done racing.
Yeah, I think it probably starts similar time.
A couple hours? It starts at like 6 a.m. there, right? That's the whole thing. Is like it's like, oh, it's the only race that starts in the dark and ends in the sunlight and all that. So they added 2 pace laps this year, though. By the way,
Interesting.
yeah, they added a second pace lap now. Hey, could we stop for a sec? A bolt on my chair came loose. Yeah, Reska, can we stop? Robo broke his chair.
Yep, sure. Pitting now.
Okay, all right.
I'm kidding. I won't do that.
All right, Robo, just hang on to the pit stop, I guess. We'll fix it. We'll fix it for you, Toasty.
Hit the start button.
Hey, somebody donated $15.
Well, 2 people donated, and because that was yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday?
Yeah, it just carries on until either goal reached or fundraiser ended. But yes, Failing Sideways and I think it was Riley each donated yesterday.
Okay.
So yes,
cool.
This is a charity event organized by Dale Jr. for his Dale Jr. Foundation, and I do have the
Dale and her Jr.
running here on Twitch. If you feel like donating to the good cause that is that, I believe their focus is helping underprivileged youths be able to, go chase their dreams, I guess, and go do things that probably would need money. Like, I don't know, racing is probably something they're involved in, like you would assume. Because that's something where, if you don't have money, you can't go do it. So, but I'm sure they do more than just that.
I will go read up what the Dale Jr. Foundation does. They do. We care about your privacy. We will. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. Yep. Dale Jr. Foundation is a charity dedicated to giving underprivileged individuals with a focus on youth the resources to improve their confidence in education and the opportunity to achieve extraordinary goals, having raised more than $11 million since its inception. The Dale Jr. Foundation has made a monumental impact in the local community since its beginning. TDJF has contributed to more than 300 charities nationally and locally, including the Make-A-Wish Foundation, Blessings in a Backpack, Children's Hope Alliance, Nationwide Children's Hospital, Feed NC, and Mooresville Christian Mission. The initiative right now is you can vacation at Dale Jr.'s lake house on beautiful Lake Norman, North Carolina.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Neat.
They raised $1.2 million in 2024. There's a picture of a lady wearing a fucking Eagles jersey on one of these. Hell yeah, go Birds.
Somehow it all comes back to that.
Go Birds, go Birds, go Birds, go Birds.
The leader is running.
Are you looking forward to next Sunday?
28.65.
I'm terrified. I'm fucking terrified for next Sunday.
It's funny. I am when I watch most sports, like even most sports I watch is motorsports, and I never really support someone strongly. So when England were gonna win the World Cup and have had like come close in the European Championship as well, like that's like the only time I've experienced the my team gonna lose kind of thing, and my goodness, like it's such a roller coaster, and I don't even care that much. Like for you, Eagles in the Super Bowl, oh my god, it's gonna be horrible.
Second time in 3 years, and they're playing the same team they lost to 2 years ago.
Oh, that's yeah.
So, do you know Taylor Mills?
I am aware of Taylor Mills, yes.
Taylor Mills is a giant Kansas City Chiefs fan,
I was seeing the
and I am a giant Philadelphia Eagles fan, and we end up in the same circles. There is, I'm going to break the fourth wall here and tell you something. She has come on to the Discord that I mostly hang out on the regular basis on a guest link. You know how you can send a guest link to somebody and they can pop on? I like to call them road game links where you get to go and, anyways. And there's been talk about her just joining our Discord. And there are people apprehensive about having her join the Discord because of the way her and I interact over our football teams. And now they're in the Super Bowl. So, needless to say, there's some juice there. There's some juice there at the moment.
Damn, we got beef.
Ground beef.
No, look.
Cooked in a skillet.
I wasn't gonna go towards ground beef today. Not again. Hello, Riley, by the way. Welcome.
Hi, Riley. Riley, what's your favorite flavor of hamburger helper?
I'm not sure he has one. Because we don't get that here.
I have cheeseburger, macaroni, and beef taco ready to go.
That car is a lap down.
I'm going to cook one of those after stream.
Nice.
Yeah, out of all the cars that are in Daytona, USA, this is the one that looks the most like them. So watching this from the chase view, I just want to overlay the Daytona USA HUD over it and just be like, carve that rear bumper. You can take them.
The leader is running 28.7.
Watch that red light on the tack. Just over and over and over again. I should probably look alive, huh? It's like lap 73. I'm probably going to need to get in the car here.
Yeah, I have let's say 30 laps. Yeah, by the way, I've discovered, unfortunately, yesterday that it starts spluttering with like 0.5 laps in the tank, which to be fair is probably a very low amount of fuel and makes sense, but that caught me out, well, almost caught me out. I made it to the box, but I was like started spluttering on the back straight, and I'm like, this ain't good. So
we should probably not push it too hard.
Yeah, pit with like 1 point something laps to go, I would say,
okay,
rather than
all
0 point something.
This is a short track.
It is. Oops.
Much to the chagrin of half the NASCAR media, this is a short track. There are some that really don't consider Iowa a short track, even though it's under a mile. Because it's so long, it may as well be a mile-long racetrack. And now, that car's in the marbles. You'll be able to get by him. There's already a ton of marbles, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that is a point. Yeah, you'll want to be careful on entry and exit of the pit lane, because especially later on, like, you can see them already, but it's going to get even worse. There's so many on the apron.
That's something that gets me excited for NIS this year, because it might actually mean that if you get out of the groove, you might be in trouble.
Yeah. I guess they will get cleaned under caution, though, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
But, if you get a green run...
That's right.
Weirder things have happened in NIS than a green run.
That's right.
Yeah, this track is pretty bad on tyres. I haven't got a call from the spotter yet, so I think I'm doing pretty well on tyres here. I mean, I can feel the right front. Yeah, I mean, that's not great. Let's talk about it and then try and push it, and it's like, no, can't do that.
Hey, Reskbot, can you not post links in Reska's chat. That's not appropriate. I don't think
Reskbot is
he'll appreciate that.
loud. Reskbot gets special treatment.
I don't
Hello,
know, but
joiner.
It's posting links in your chat.
Good.
What?
Hello,
Do-
Lith.
Hello, Lit.
Do good.
Try it.
Carries the left
We're
down.
trying.
How is it going?
We're
That's all right.
13th
Yeah, they're
That's wow. You're like starting off where we were
in
the
top
other day.
split.
yeah, we're top split.
Damn.
Hey,
You have a
Lit.
chance of beating me now.
I think I know why we didn't get same split yesterday. I think I'd have to figure this out for sure, but I think it's
Is
doing
it
it
because
the
of,
old way and taking the first registrant's I rating specifically.
Car inside.
So it would have taken Ace's I rating anyway, despite everything we talked about. And then today I
so
signed
if
up
you
first.
would have registered it, we would have been in the same split.
Well, oh yeah, probably because you were top split, yeah.
Keep high.
And then here we are top split.
Inside.
So
Yeah, I was thinking about that last night before I went to bed, and I think you're right.
thing is, that's not the way that the non-declared
Also, did you hear that they
drivers work at the
canceled
end.
Rota? Did you hear that they canceled Rota Pro?
Yeah,
I
they did.
saw a YouTube video about that, but did not watch the video.
Was it DJ EJ?
It was, yes, that was on my homepage this morning.
Yeah, so basically it's going to be like running with it, I guess, or something.
No,
Like,
it's just the qualifying series. They're just changed, like Road to Pro itself, as far as I understand it, it's just gone.
Easy on that right
well,
front.
shit.
So how do you
But
qualify for the
it's
Pro
still a
Series?
qualifying series. It's
Nice
just
and smooth.
simpler.
Can anyone
It's
enter,
just-
or
What?
because the Road to Pro anyone can enter, right?
Yeah,
Is that still the case?
I think so.
Okay, well that doesn't sound too different then.
It's basically they're eliminating a level of the fucking elimination, it sounds like.
Yeah,
It's
which is,
like two
which is
levels,
probably
I think.
fine because like there was so many things you had to go through, and I get it's got to be hard to get into the Pro Series, I guess, like, and lots of people want to do it.
I mean, it's the Pro Series.
Well,
Yeah.
and there was also the fact that like with the Road to Pro and with the Pro Series itself, like people on the lower rungs of the Pro Series were basically racing 11 months out of the year.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
I
that's
was-
too much.
Yeah, it seemed crazy.
Like even for
the way it
me,
worked.
like that's a lot.
I don't even do it competitively, and NIS wipes me out. I have
So,
to take a
anyways, I'm
month
here
off.
to announce that I might try and get into E.
Into what?
I'm like, well, maybe I should try for eNASCAR.
I love that this is a complete opposite of the way you were talking yesterday.
Listen. You heard the okay. You know what? You're right. This was fine. You heard the switch over last night.
Yeah, I know, but it's so funny.
But yeah, you're right. You're right. But I'm like, well, listen. It's either I double down and say I am actually good at this and actually show that I'm good at this, or I don't and I sell all of my stuff off. So I'm gonna double down.
I feel like there is an in-between that can exist.
I've told you I'm not an in-between kind of person.
Well, yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
I mean, it does exist, just not for me.
Okay.
I I ran the full NIS season last year, and that's not even trying to get to pro or anything. Like, that's just, wanting to run
Yeah.
the whole season. And, I straight up needed the 2 months off of the actual NASCAR off season just to get kind of okay again. Now I'm about to do it again.
Well, okay, but okay. But I switched to my headphones because I'm going outside and I don't want to be the person who's obnoxious and has you on speakerphone in public,
Mhm.
Do you know how many hours of streaming I did last month?
A lot.
Not January, but December.
A lot.
158, I think,
Damn.
which is a lot.
It is a lot.
I figure if I can put at least part of that towards doing eNASCAR, maybe, might be worthwhile.
Car inside.
The only
Because
thing
you
I
see how
worry
I-
is that, it's very easy to
Clear inside.
burn out trying to do these things. When my league I did in R-Factor 2, the level started increasing, and I realized, maybe I could chase these guys and get better, but I am not gonna enjoy that. I'm out.
Yeah.
And I as much as I get frustrated in iRacing, which I try not to, but it still happens. I am trying to just, well, be more like how D approaches racing. Honestly, just you go in and you race, and what happens happens, and that's it.
That's how I.
So you
approach.
mean my previous approach to it?
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad approach.
How I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad approach. I'm just saying I've never actually tried.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see how you shake up. Like, even despite what I just said, I'm trying to do more IndyCar this season, obviously, we all are, but, you know, I've done a couple of the SOF races, you know, there's always one or two of the regulars that are really good in our races, and, you know, I'm stacking myself up against them and to see how I compare and trying to get better. So, I do enjoy that. I'm in top split right now. There's a NASCAR driver in here. Not a very good one, but you know.
Well, yeah, and I think that's. I feel like that's an important distinction. Like, I agree with what you're saying. I guess my perspective on it is simply. I'm like trying to clean up my car because I'm going to go pick up Fox here in a second. I guess the way I'm thinking of it isn't like go all ham obsessive about it, but like, you know, a couple hours here or there. You know, see what I can do.
Yeah, I mean, that's the interesting thing about the Road to Pro and that being open to everyone is that you can just enter and see what happens. Maybe you won't make it, but you probably have some strong racing, strong competition, serious racing.
Well, and I figured too, like, okay, like all things considered, yeah, I was complaining about being slow yesterday, but how much practice did I really put in for that race?
And it's pretty silly combo.
Yeah,
Like,
but like even still, like how much practice I did literally an hour of practice prior to the race starting.
yeah.
Let's be real. So like if I put like a couple hours in every so often, like I should have the time. Like it's not much else going on right now. And you know, like I could tie that into like a schedule, like actually schedule myself out. And schedule myself out with what I've been doing with Frankie too. Put some time aside to practice for Indy. You know, why not?
Oops.
Still there.
Not like saying I'm going to go ham.
That car is a lap down.
You know, I'm not going to go crazy with it.
Well, yeah.
Clear.
The unfortunate thing, though, is I feel like if you actually want to make it, you have to actually go crazy with it.
Yeah, you have to go insane with it.
That's
why
why
I like
I
racing
bowed out
fixed,
what I did.
and I don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
Oh god, yeah. Adding setups to the mix. I mean,
Yeah, fuck
you're not getting there on a shop setup, let alone a fixed setup.
No, you're right. I'm not trying to be unreasonable. You know I'm a bit realistic about that stuff for us.
No, I know. It's similar to how I approach the IndyCar stuff we're doing. It's like probably can't beat these guys as it is, but you know, I'm just trying to see how close I can get. Try and
All right, well, how far away from pitting are we?
10 laps.
10 laps.
Soon. Also, hello Namuni, welcome.
I'm like, if
No,
anything,
Mooney, that's not funny. It was not funny at all.
Everyone likes that except D. What a shame.
and if anything, it would be interesting.
Hello, Ozzy. Not sure the Ross Chastain move works here. Maybe I'll give it a go on the final lap or something.
It's cute, D. No, it's not. It's misrepresentation. I don't think misrepresentation is cute.
Inside.
Stop
Wait,
pulling threeing.
Still there at the moment.
Wait, what's misrepresentation here?
Raska, why don't you tell the group?
The leader is
I
leading
put
28
just a
points.
photograph of D on the thumbnail. It's unedited and unaltered.
A digitally altered photograph of me with cat ears and a tail. I'm not a
No,
cat.
that's a real photo. That's a real
No,
photo.
it's not.
It's there.
It's
When it
not
was
a real,
taken.
it's not a real picture.
Real picture.
Oh, I get it now. You're trying to get me angry before I get in the car so I drive good.
Car inside.
Nice try. I'm not
No.
going to fall for that.
Still inside.
No, that's
That
not
car
that's
is
not
a
how
lap
this
down.
works at all.
Stop.
Still inside.
I'm
Clear.
not a cat.
You're a cat.
I'm not a cat.
No kitty.
Stop it.
Cute little kitty.
Stop. Hey, I'm artist. I can make it canon. No, it doesn't need to be canon because it's not true.
I mean, it already is canon. Didn't you
No,
see the
it's not.
thumbnail?
It's not. I'm not a cat.
Canon.
At what point have I ever said I'm a cat?
You just said it right there.
No, I was prefacing it.
Quote D, I'm a cat, end quote.
I've been misrepresented again. Once again. Jeez. Can't believe this.
Oh no, Alon Day is coming back.
Take care of your
He's
tires.
managed to
Oh
tires
no,
better than me.
Alon Day. He's finally going to make a pass.
Still there, hold your line.
He's not used to that being an Alpha Prime equipment. So congratulations. There you go, Alon. You made a pass.
I can hear him clutching too.
Can
Oh, dear.
can I tell a story real quick before I get in the car? Can I tell
Sure,
you
you
a
have 5
story?
minutes.
No, I'm not streaming my POV tonight or today. I'm lazy today. I'm not
You're
streaming.
in fifth.
On Christmas Eve, this guy over here messages me a picture of a cat sitting on them and goes, "How do I get it off me? Tell me what to tell her." As if I spoke cat.
You don't?
I don't, because I'm not a cat.
I mean, technically, cats don't speak cat either.
The car behind is pitting.
I'm not a cat.
Technically, they try to speak human, but they don't know how to speak human, so they just do meow things.
Well, I speak English. Because I'm not a cat.
I don't know. All I heard there was meow, meow, meow.
No, you heard me damn well.
Well, yeah, I can speak cat.
I hate this so much. Alright, when am I in the car?
Like 3 laps.
God damn it. Actually, 2 laps, because we're not
Yeah,
stretching the
well,
fuel lap. Right?
I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm not going to push it. But yeah, in a few laps time, I'm in. When it looks like I should.
Mercifully.
I'm sorry, I just imagine like the incredulous look there. I hate this. I hate all of this.
Yeah, probably next lap.
You're in fourth
Yeah.
position. Good job.
Yeah, next
Settle
time,
in
yeah.
and get a rhythm. The car behind is pitting. That car is a lap down. Car inside. Clear. Car inside. You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. That car is a lap down. Clear. Inside. That car is a lap down. Still inside. Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. Clear inside. Car outside. That car is a lap down. Clear.
Alright, I'll be right back.
The car behind. That car is a lap down.
Good opening stint. Well
Thank
done.
you.
It's weird to say opening stint at an oval race.
I
but
know,
that's
right?
what this is.
It's so funny.
Okay, my turn.
5.
You know, I feel like they should do more like oval endurance.
How to get disqualified from the iRacing Winter Derby in less than
Goddamn.
30 seconds.
Okay.
Move it, move it.
Hello, Patchwork. This is the Dale Jr. driven to give 400. Hello, Yellow as well. This is the... Did that sound alert work, by the way? I didn't even hear it. This is a 400 lap oval team race benefiting the Dale Jr. Foundation. I've just finished my stint and Dee is about to take off for her first. Yeah, fuel takes forever in this.
Wow, this really does take forever. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I swear to God, they're just using like jerry cans.
Probably because this car's not designed to take pit stops.
Why is it a team race? For fun, basically. It can be done solo. It's not illegal
There's
to do
also
so.
no cautions, by the way.
Yeah, no cautions as well, so it's quite an interesting one. Obviously, it's a bit silly, but it actually works really well for what it is. And obviously, it's a charity race, so, you know, may as well make it a bit fun instead of proper serious race. Good luck, D.
Thank you.
I just view it as like an elimination race at that point. You know, you just, it's truly endurance.
The next 3 cars in front are for position. The next 3 cars in front are for position.
This is where I tell
If
you
there
this
was
is my
cautions-
first laps at this.
The next 3 cars in front
Just
are
get
for
into a
position.
groove.
So yeah, that was your opening first stint.
Yeah, we're 100 laps in. Well, 107.
Nice.
Damn, I did 105 laps. The leader is on 110 and going. That's shocking. Cheers, Robotos. Thanks for lurking. Yeah, no cautions is pretty cool. Because there's a lot of different strategies going on in this. People pitting at different laps. People fuel saving to try and get in one fewer stop, which is what we're doing. And it's pretty interesting.
The gap is 1.9.
I think something that's crazy is because it's basically just one giant green flag run is how much marbles
Yes.
become a factor.
Yeah, there's already a marble. Like, there's already a ton of marbles on the outside. And we're only 100 laps in.
The first time ever my legs are tired after a race. What were you doing? Was it an R Factor 2 Enduro today, Yellow? And where were you racing? I literally whine a lot about how everyone in the Enduro doesn't go from the urban cars to safety car. Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like the safety car, much like NASCAR, the safety cars in IMSA are part of it. Like, that's just the nature of the racing and what you gotta deal with, I think. Whereas WEC goes a bit more on the, you know, slow zones, full course yellows and stuff. But then that makes the two of them different in style. If they were identical, it'd be a bit boring, I think. Let's have the American flavor for the American stuff and the more sterile Europe flavor for the for WEC.
Yeah, America needs to have all the entertainment factor jacked up, so I get it.
Yeah, we have to have the restart Rex off of T1 Daytona, you know?
Goddamn right.
That still makes me sad, though, because I was rooting for them.
It's not flat out patchwork. You do have to lift to go into the corner, and we're fuel saving as well, so it'll be a big lift into the corner to try and get at least 100 laps. So definitely not a full flat out super speedway. It's quite a big track for these cars, really, I would say, especially with the banking, but it's not flat out at least. Sterile. I mean, I'm joking there, really, but
I mean, it's sterile.
but then arguably a race with no yellow flags is a more pure motor race, because
That's right.
you know, you don't bunch the field up, which is entertaining but are somewhat artificial. Like, look at the stage breaks in NASCAR. You can't, you know, it's the opposite of sterile, but you know, that's a divisive thing.
No, I'd argue that it wraps right around to being sterile, because at that point it's not a natural part of the race. Because a caution flag, like, regardless of what you think, a caution flag is a natural part of the race. It's just triggered by an incident or an incidental situation, right?
Yeah.
So
but it has
like,
the effect of
stage
bunching
is-
everyone up when other ways don't.
Yeah, but it's like it's too artificial. You know what I mean?
Yeah, stage break
It's like
is
a
a step
caution.
further.
Yeah, because that is something where they're saying we are doing this, and that's different from, oh, something happened to cause this, which makes the caution more natural to me. Because yeah, you're bunching up the people, but like everyone knows that that's going to happen, but also like a caution isn't like, unless someone's intentionally trying to cause a caution, right? Like it's a natural part of the race.
Yeah.
I'd argue that NASCAR actually is probably just as sterile as WAC.
I mean, I'm
Am
a
I
fan
running an
of...
okay pace, by the way?
You,
Like,
you are. I was just looking at that. You're running, yeah, similar to
Okay.
what I was doing for most of it.
And that's a big reason why people don't like stage racing in NASCAR. It's too artificial.
I like the stage races because the virtual oval league I run, bizarrely, their A-class series overlaps the typical NASCAR start time, which I think is dumb because your drivers are going to be NASCAR fans. Anyway, the fact that there's stage breaks means I can tune in middle of stage 2, and probably the race hasn't started yet because, you know, stage 3 is where it all happens, really.
Stage 2 is the perfect nap time. And I'm the biggest NASCAR fan you'll ever meet, and I will flat out take a nap during stage 2 most weeks.
A cat nap.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Nothing.
Okay. Because I thought I heard you say cat nap.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You're thinking so much of being a cat that you're imagining people saying cat.
This is so gaslighting at this point.
Everybody wants to be a cat because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at.
I'm not a cat. Elon Day left. He's calling it a day.
Oh, let's see what happened to him.
I feel like you dabbed in your mind there.
Who said I didn't dab while driving?
I mean, okay, then you dabbed when you were driving. I mean,
That's right.
Alon Day just sort of pulled off at turn 4, stopped before the pit lane entry, and quit.
Wow, Elon Day running into something and then giving up. Wow, who saw that?
Well, he didn't
coming?
even hit anything. I think he got a pit penalty. I think because he came into the pits twice in a row.
Oh, you mean tell me Elon Day ran afoul of the rules? Who knew that would come?
Okay, do we know this person? Like, does
I'm
this person
very,
actually...
I'm very savage towards mid-pack Xfinity drivers. Okay.
Yeah, this is someone who, when there was a crashed car in the local yellow at Chicago street course, stopped car on the front straight, by the way. I don't know what's going on there.
Car stopped ahead.
They came around the corner through the local yellow and just drove straight into the stopped car, which was in a pretty awkward spot. But there was a local yellow, and like
He was there for a long time.
like 10 cars went past it. Okay, before he came there. So yeah.
And he just drove into that?
Oh
was
yeah,
this-
search. Yeah,
was
if
this
you
in
want to
re-
see
was
it.
this in real life?
Yeah, real life.
Yeah, it was
Chicago
during
street
Chicago
course.
practice this year. If you go look up Allgaier Wreck Chicago, like it pops up. It's fucking wild.
That's
it
insane.
infuriates you. Yeah.
Oh no, that sounds like. You know what? I don't think we should call these like iRacer wrecks anymore. We should just call them Xfinity driver wrecks now.
Oh yeah. The NASCAR Xfinity series is my favorite multi-class stock car series. Because
like, no,
the front 15 are good, and then oh boy.
Is the bottom
Well,
class the Euro NASCAR series class by chance?
The bottom class is anybody who drives for Alpha Prime, DGM, and whatever Mike Harmon's team is. Those
Honestly,
three are like field like 10 cars, and they're all bad.
you know what though? I feel like the lower end drivers tend to make it more interesting, which is why I want to get into the eNASCAR series. I want to make it more interesting.
But the problem is the margins in the Pro Series are so tight that it's tough to like if you want the margins to be there, you kind of have to go like the step below it, like to make it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm driving a car right now, so.
Well, we don't have a step below the Pro Series, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't have an Xfinity.
We need an
equivalent.
Xfinity. We need a truck Pro Series. That's what we need.
Oh, Truck Pro Series would be filled with so many tryhards. Oh my god.
Well, I guess
If it's anything like the real one.
I don't know what
If it
this
was-
new
if there-
format is, but I guess the equivalent is the Road to Pro and the Contender Series, right? Because they're trucks in Xfinity anyway. Well, they
Yeah.
were. I don't know what they've done now.
28.499.
Yeah, I have to actually look at what they're doing proper. But like, I honestly, I would love to see them have like a, a like their own 3 series, Pro Series for NASCAR.
It's why I wish that there was an NIS, but for Xfinity and trucks. I think it would be awesome if there was one that ran the 100% distances of those, or 50 or 75% distance of those races. It would be a lot of fun to just be like, oh, I'm an Xfinity driver this year.
Yeah, no, agreed. Yeah, no, that'd be super.
Like, there's a league in America that does it. It's called the 100% League, and they run 100% distances in Xfinity and Cup. I know that. But, like, it would be cool if iRacing themselves offered that. I think it would. I think an NIS, but for Xfinity, would be super cool to have. But I just don't.
So you could have the NIS. You could have the NIS. You could have the. I guess you'd have to do the XIS.
NISB, NISC.
Oh, then if they could move NIS to A-Class, then.
Why would they call it NISB? Because it's the B car.
I think this.
Yeah,
I think we're losing with.
Oh no, he's back.
I cut out. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of the hills. So.
The hills.
Not joking. My ears pop here.
Did you do the nose trick where you plug your nose and then you blow you like blow air in your mouth? That's what I do to pop my ears again.
Nope. I just deal with it.
You just raw dog it? Okay.
I just raw dog it.
Okay.
Like I'm raw dogging ADHD right now.
Hell yeah.
Which I'm gonna be honest, like if people.
Oh, did we lose you again?
What was that? Resco, what was
you
that?
cut out again.
Yeah, I heard you say that sounds, and then I think I lost you for a second.
Oh no, I was gonna say to Ozzy that rally in his city sounds cool. It's like a Dakar rally. Interesting.
Oh.
The end riding scene. That's pretty neat.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were talking about me raw dogging ADHD.
I don't think so.
Which, like, raw dogging ADHD is a big reason why my personality may have changed in the past couple of months, by the way.
I'm watching yellow
Starting
start across.
All right.
Starting to kind of feel the right front maybe start to give up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I need to back it down a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to like barely rotate the wheel and just if I need to use the brake to get it down to the bottom.
Well, I've been running a lane up all run, so like I'm not running the absolute bottom. I'm running like here all run. So
I would have thought that's slightly worse on tires.
Is it worse on tires? I mean, you're not taking as hard a cut.
Or are you doing more because it's less of an arc? Like in theory, if you go from the out to the bottom to the top, you are steering the least, in theory.
No, but you're steering the least, but you're having to make a harder turn. You know what I'm saying? Like
no,
you have to
so what
get
I'm saying
it.
is you don't have to turn as much with a bigger arc.
Yes, is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I'm running the top. That's why I'm running this lane, because it's not as stressful on the tires, because you're not having to arc it as hard.
Okay.
To the bottom.
The usual advice is the bottom. That's why I tried to run down there.
I mean, I'm going to run up here and we can see what it... You know what? We'll run 100 laps your way, 100 laps my way, and winner buys dinner.
Oh, God.
That's from the movie Days of Thunder. It was a NASCAR movie released in 1990 starring Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. Have you ever seen that movie?
I have seen
Jessica?
that. I even played
It's
the
a great
iPod
film.
Touch game.
No, the
All
movie.
right. Well, I'm
I see that
almost
as
to my
well.
destination. So you guys, you two have a wonderful rest of your race.
Will do.
We will try.
Be safe.
If I murder him by the end, I'm not held responsible.
Luckily, we're not in the different cars, so you can't do that.
That's good.
All right. So I'm gonna head out now. So good night.
Catch you later.
What'd you say there?
Oh, he's gone.
What did he say right there before he left?
I don't know.
The
Okay.
leader is running 28.628.
Your target on the right front is my lowest percentage of 25%.
Okay. All right. I think I'm getting a little too aggressive here. I think I got to back it down just a little bit. Lap prior, I've been running like 28 fours, which I think is a little.
No, that's all right. My best
No?
in the entire race was 27.9, so
All right.
that's not exactly far.
So
off.
my natural pace is saving.
But that's not a bad situation to be in an oval race. as
Yeah,
I'm sure you know.
Virtual Ben Keating at it again. This is my natural pace. Like when I ran the 6 hour of the Glen with Ohe like 3 years ago, I was like, yeah, I'm like the Ben Keating of sim racing, where I am just bad, but I'm good at saving. So
See ya, Ozzy. Shame it's not a DD kitty.
what?
Nothing.
Because I could have sworn you said a shame there's not a DD Kitty.
DD 50. That's your,
Okay, all right. Well, I
your
am DD
online
50.
handle. Well, that's what I know.
That's my handle.
But it's not what Ozzy's drawing.
That's my username.
Sometimes I am made to feel old when I use the term handle, referring
Yeah.
to usernames around younger people. And
Oh yeah, they don't get it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck's a handle? Because it comes from CB, right? Like it comes from CB radio. What's your
Is
handle?
that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you would have to have a license,
Right.
and it was commonly referred to as a handle because the radio had a handle.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What is CB? Okay, CB radios are used by truckers now mostly to communicate with each other whenever there's I don't know if this is a thing in the UK, but it's definitely a thing in North America, to communicate with one another about, traffic accidents, weather, road closures, that kind of thing. It's also used by shitheads to clog up the radio to annoy people. My parents had a CB radio in the car. My dad had a CB radio. We had an Oldsmobile. I was growing up, and we had an Oldsmobile. My dad insisted on having. Also, that should show you my age. My parents owned an Oldsmobile, a car that hasn't been around in 22 years.
It's even got old in the name.
Yeah, it's good old. And my dad got a CB radio mounted in it for some fucking reason. So there was a CB radio in our fucking Oldsmobile, and when we would go to road trips up and down the northeast of the United States. So we go to Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New England area, Massachusetts, New York State, all northeast. And my dad would be like, oh, turn on the CB. Let's listen to the CB. So the whole time we would drive, instead of listening to, like a radio station, because radio stations fade in and out as far as you go, right? The frequency, you run out of the frequency, right? So we would end up listening to the CB radio the whole time. And it was just like the most incomprehensible garbage going on. Until the one time my dad ran into somebody that he knew on the fucking CB radio in like fucking West Virginia or some shit. And they had a whole conversation the whole way home from West Virginia to my place. It was like a 7-hour drive, and they were talking the whole time home. So basically, It's like when you're on a Discord call in your car.
I was gonna say it's just average Discord VT.
Yeah, it's just Discord on your car, but before Discord. So yeah. And CB was didn't need a radio license. You could just have one and operate it. I think. Could be wrong. Pretty sure of it.
Yeah, I've just seen your start crash. That's amazing.
What happened?
It's Road America, multi-class, WEC style cars, and basically a gigantic pile-up involving cars from all three classes because they just pile in.
Nice.
Way before turn one. It's almost just past the start gantry.
My friend Izzy had a accident in their Road America race this week where GTP wrecked at the kink on the opening lap. And everybody plowed into it. And I mean almost everybody.
Oh dear. It's funny that your league was doing Road America this week, because IMS is at Road America this week in iRacing, I think.
The International Motorsports Association.
That's the one. That will never actually refer to the name of the series. We'll just use the sanctioning body to refer to its top series. That's not confusing at all.
Am I still running good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuel delta is fine.
At the
I think it's coming down a little bit, but it should be okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the times, and the times are looking pretty okay. Like, I'm comparing it to the cars around me, and then in the ballpark with them. So
yeah, mid 28s is basically the pace, I think.
Pretty good for not practicing.
You're a natural at this, D.
I am. I'm an oval main. What can I say? I'm an oval main who desperately wants to be better at driving road cars, but is not good at driving road cars.
I'm the opposite.
I'm not good at cars with computers.
Cars with computers.
Cars with computers.
AKA carputers.
Carputers. I'm not good at carputers. I straight up, anytime I say that, I think of my damn emoji, like my emote, where the fucking question mark emote that I got.
Yeah.
Every time I see that, I think of that. And every time I say it, I'm like, I'd not go with carputers. That's the one. Thank you, Numi. Appreciate it. That's the one I think of every time.
Confused D.
I'm so confused. I don't understand. And what's funny is I have a friend, Ministry of Unit Control, or Mini for short, whose whole gimmick is that she's a computer program. So I go to her and I'm like, I'm not good. I don't speak Mini. I'm not good at computer. Yeah, we message each other every day. She was feeling under the weather today or this week. Like, she was like, I have 102 fever this week and stuff. And it was really bad. And so I messaged her back. I was like, Minnie, that means someone's mining you for Bitcoin.
You're about halfway through your stint here.
Okay. Did you feel the right front giving up when you did? When we were about here?
Yeah, a little bit. That's when I'm starting to use the brake a bit to get it to turn.
I haven't touched the brake yet.
A little drag is quite useful for getting it to rotate a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm not having to do that.
Okay. But you're feeling it going, so it was a suggestion.
No, I was asking if you felt it going at this point in the run.
It was definitely not as good as the start, let's say that.
Okay.
The last, I don't know, 30 was when it got quite bad, I would say.
Okay. I'm having to wait just a little beat longer, but not much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad, but if you tried to push it, you probably could on the first few laps if you wanted to. It just wouldn't do it. I had one time where I got on the throttle early and it just sailed up the track, basically. So, it's not there for you if you need it anymore. Yeah, they definitely have an old body style on these, which looks quite cool. It's an old Ford.
And yes, I said that these are the closest things to the Daytona USA Hornet. This is too high. This is too high. There we go. Okay. Live to fight another day on that, luckily. Yes, this is Iowa Speedway. Yes, in Iowa, Newton, Iowa.
The leader's
Home
pitting
of the
now.
NASCAR Cup Series Iowa Corn 350, presented by ethanol or powered by ethanol.
I like how the if you look at the inside of the track in the entry to 3, like on the back straight, the tires that are stacked up on the inside of the
Car
fencing
12
and barriers
has
down there,
taken the lead.
they look like corn because they're yellow.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Well, those are hay bales. So, or no, oh, the tires are yellow. Yeah. Did you know that this track has a cool logo?
It actually, yeah, it's quite a cool logo.
You want to know why it's cool? It's because if you look at the logo, the I makes a 7 and the S makes an 8 to designate that it's 7/8 of a mile.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a level of it. I just thought it looked kind of cool.
It's one of my favorite track logos in NASCAR, honestly, is the Iowa Speedway logo.
That's neat.
The leader just did a
Also, if you look at the new SMI or the new NASCAR branding that they're putting on tracks like Kansas and Michigan and Richmond and stuff, the reason why the shapes are the way they are in the way that they are is because that's the direction of the track facing north on a map. So like Homestead, why it's on an angle like that is because that's what it looks like when you look at it on Google Maps. And same with like Michigan and like Kansas and all those places.
That 7/8 thing looks so obvious now that you said it.
Yep, now I pointed it out. Yep. Now you will not unsee it.
It's like Wave Colon 3 all over again.
Talladega before the rebrand, why it had such random tall letters, and I realized it after they rebranded. Like the day they unveiled the new logo, I found it in the old logo. The reason why the L's were so tall in that was to try and symbolize where the start finish line was at Talladega.
See, I heard that too, but I don't understand how that.
Because the start finish line's different at Talladega.
But I don't understand why tall L's.
Because
is it meant to be the red line at the very bottom?
And the L, the trail of the L makes the tri-oval. And the tall part of the L is where the line is.
I see.
Yeah, I know, it's dumb. It doesn't make, it took me literally 25 years of that logo being used for me to understand it.
In Googling for it, I found their first logo.
Yes, the Alabama International Motor Speedway.
That one isn't as good.
The first Talladega logo, like Talladega proper logo, was great. It was like gold and black. I am starting to drag the brake just a hint. Not a lot, but just a hint.
Yeah, it just gets you to turn a little bit without having to yank more wheel into it. Still in the mid-28s though, so it's looking good. How long left on the fuel? 35 laps, so yeah, it's into the last portion of it,
The
really.
leader just did a 28.504.
I'm part of the leader. Leader's running 28.5.
Inside. Keep high. Still there. Clear inside.
On our lap, no need to fight them. The car behind us, though,
That
is
car
on our
a
lap.
down.
They are Rexy as well.
What?
The car behind on track is Rexy.
Oh, like they're running like the AO livery?
Well, not really, but it's Rexy. Like it's a green dinosaur with the mouth and everything, but
I forgot that you made your Porsche that, but yellow.
Aki made that one actually.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
really
good.
nice. And Ban Greg was actually commissioned that from Aki. And then I've basically made it my main livery for the Porsche. It's really
I gotta drive the Porsche more. I want to drive the Acura more too. The GT3 like the NSX. I want to drive that more too, but
I don't think I bought that one yet.
I want to drive both of those at some point and drive more. The Porsche is like an old pair of shoes, though. It's comfortable. It's what I've driven. I like driving that car, but I'd also like to drive the Acura more because I kind of vibe with the Acura more. I had this conversation with my friend Izzy this week. I was like, you know, as much as I defend and how much I love the Corvette, I don't vibe with it. As much as it sucks, like I love Pratt Miller. I root for the Corvette team all the time. I think the cars look great, all of that. But the on throttle understeer that I get from the Corvette is just too much to ignore. Like I just can't unbreak my mind from it, especially coming from the Porsche. You know, you think the C8 looks great? Yes, I do.
I prefer
I think
the
it-
C7, but I wouldn't.
C7's
I wouldn't say C8
oh C7's better, but like
Yeah.
the C8 I think looks pretty okay.
Yeah, I like it.
I am a Chevrolet homer though, so
The car in P28 just set the fastest
I wonder
lap,
if Corvette will go back to being front engine
27.17.
now that GTE and its mid-engine dominance is not an issue anymore.
I don't think so.
I find that strange.
I don't think so because I remember articles and quotes coming out from when they were making the C7 that they were like, we have stretched out every bit of possible performance we can out of a front engine car.
Wow.
Yeah. They were like, we cannot get any more out of the front engine Corvette. This is the most that we will ever be able to get out of it. That's
Wow,
what they
yeah, I
said.
never knew that. Damn.
Yeah.
That's kind of a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame too because man, that is creepy looking with
I know.
those headlights behind
Yes,
it. Okay.
that's why
All right.
that's not Rexy. I mean, it is, but it's not.
This is great value, Rexy.
Rexy from Wish.
This is fucking Rexy. This is the Party City costume or Spirit Halloween costume. It's like dinosaur race car. It says on it, like fucking. Yeah, like I love Corvette. I've grown up with Corvettes. My dad's a Corvette guy. He has a 77 Corvette Stingray. I love Corvettes. However, that car in a front engine rear wheel drive configuration, they got as much as they could out of it.
But here's the
So-
thing: do people buy Corvettes specifically to have a high performance car, or because they want the aura of a Corvette?
They want the aura of a Corvette.
Clear
Then
inside,
they don't
outside.
need to make it mid-engine for performance.
Stay low. There is a car
Well,
on the
most
high
people
side.
buy Corvettes because they have midlife crises.
Still there.
Oh yeah,
That's how it works.
again,
Clear
midlife
high.
crisis, not mid-engine crisis. You know what I mean? Like,
Car inside.
I will wreck this guy right now if you ever do that again.
Inside. Still there.
But no, like, that's the long and short of it. Is unfortunately they did as much as they could with the Corvette as it was, and they couldn't
Go low.
do anymore. Like, they just couldn't.
Go low. Clear high.
strange.
And of course, the funny thing is they make the move to mid-engine just as GTLM blows up.
Yeah, one of the reasons they moved to mid-engine, and of course Porsche made their 911 mid-engined for GTE.
They made it the RSR.
Because even though GTE was a bop class as well, where they balance all the cars to be even in theory, there was just the amount of aero, the way you could work with the aero in a mid-engine car in that particular category made them so much more strong than front or even rear in the case of the 911. So that's why Porsche swapped the gearbox and the engine location in their car to make the first mid-engine 911, other than I guess the GT1 car if you count that, but that doesn't really count. And then Chevy moved to mid on the Corvette, and I always thought it was just for that, but it sounds like they were already even before that saying.
Yeah, the 911 is back to being a rear engine car. It is.
GT3 911 never changed. Yeah, it was only ever the GT.
Yeah, it was only the GTLM car.
Yeah, and it was kind of lucky they could do that, I think, because obviously that didn't match the real car, but I think it was just about within the rules. So.
And I think BMW even did weird shit with their engine, even though it was front engine. They like mounted it upside down or something.
Really?
I remember hearing that. Yeah, I remember that too. Because that thing sounded so weird going by. It had no engine note, like none. It would go by you, the M8, and it would just be like, sound like a spaceship going by you. It didn't make any sense. It was like, this is a confusing aura coming from this car. And then the Ford came by you and it sounded like a fart.
Yeah, the aero stuff I'm talking about was specific to the GTE rule set. That's why you had like the Aston with its massive like tray of rear diffuser sticking out, particularly on the like older generation of Aston, because it was like tacked on and just stuck out massively.
I wish I could have seen the GTE Aston. It was so cool looking, and they never brought it to IMSA because they were cowards.
I mean, if you'd gone to Sebring in 2019 instead.
Yeah, instead of Daytona, yeah. Would have gotten all the wet that I would have gotten at Daytona, but at the beginning of the race. And then be miserable and soggy for 12 hours. Instead of just 6. I mean it when I say this. I have never been colder than I was at Daytona 2019 Rolex Sunday morning. I was so cold. I was like, I was told Florida is warm the whole time. The whole time.
I tell you, it was hot in March. Just after the rain, it was hot. Hot for me anyway. Maybe not hot for Floridians, but hot for me as a British.
I thought you were an alien.
A British alien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my planet has a Britain too. So
I like to picture a galactic Britain. Just has a fucking tram filled with aliens. Like the tube filled with aliens.
Tube.
They go to British Greg's. There's a British pound, or there's a galactic Poundland.
Car outside.
Tires feel fine. Like, I'm not pushing it too much, but like, I could do some shit with them.
Yeah, you've had a really consistent stint, I'd say. Still in mid 28s, so good going.
I think running the top at the start of the stint gave me a little bit more tire life at the end. So
I might have to try it.
Maybe you should try it. Sometimes I have ideas. They're not great ideas, but sometimes I have ideas. I have not taken a look at the fuel page at all once. How many do I have left?
About 15 laps.
Okay. Yeah, this ain't really even all that taxing. It's just kind of...
No,
yeah, I've barely had anybody around me all stint.
Even when you get side by side, I mean, you had a bit of a battle there, didn't you? Like, it's not
Yeah,
like,
a little bit.
it's not like hard and stressful to be side by side in these. It's just kind of chill. It's quite nice.
Yeah, this is the lo-fi beats to drive a race car to. A fucking race car.
Makes me kind of want to do more mini stocks of all things.
Someone should make a video game that's just chill drive. But it's like, well, I guess that's just a set of course of free roam. But like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, it's an oval free roam, but it's just like, you don't actually push it at all. Like, nothing really happens. And you just perpetually have cars spawn near you.
Still there.
I'm gonna BRB very quickly before.
Okay, you go right ahead. Okay, I'll handle the chat. Hi, chat.
Clear inside.
How's everybody doing? Is everybody doing good? How's your Saturday coming along? Does anybody want to talk about the Bathurst 12-hour? Anybody gonna watch the Royal Rumble tonight? If you're a wrestling fan, that's on tonight.
Inside. Keep high. Still there. Clear. Inside. Still there. Inside. Still inside. Clear. Outside.
I'm back.
Outside.
You didn't see anything. They took the air off me and it got the car jumbled up. How's the damage look on the right side? I scraped it.
Honestly, it's probably
fine. Yeah, probably fine.
You can bump the wall a little. I was into it a couple of times. Yeah, it looks.
These
I can't
cars
see
have
anything
fresh,
obvious.
yeah, some of these cars have fresh tires.
Yeah. Lots of people are paying before the 100, 100 mark each time, so it gets a bit jumbled at this portion of the race.
A little bit. Yeah, the car count for the Bathurst 12-hour is still slow. I think they only have 22 cars.
Yeah.
So, and I think that there's a KTM in it. So is it like still multiple classes?
There is. There's some GT4s, and there's still an invitational class which has one entrant, which I think is the KTM GT2. So, yeah.
Yikes. That race used to have like 50 entries. It used to be big.
I hope it can somehow get back to that, but the odds are stacked against it a little bit.
And like you look at like, well, they're going back to Suzuka for the 1000 again. So like, if people are gonna spend the money to go to Asia, I feel like they would go to that instead of the 12-hour if they had to prioritize one. That's also got, well, I mean, both of them are international GT, right?
Yeah.
So, it's tough.
It'll come back eventually, I think, because it was beginning to grow in the first place when then COVID.
Yeah,
like,
when
it was
COVID
like 5
hit,
years
COVID
it really grew.
COVID fucked that thing so bad because it was big. There, it was getting huge. Like, there was like, is this like on par with like Indy 8-hour? Actually, it felt like it got bigger than that.
I know. Like, I would put it almost up with your Spas and your Nürburgrings for GT racing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
right
you're right. You're right.
And it was relatively
like
new
John Hindhaugh on
thing to be
IMSA Radio. You're right. That's right, Jeremy. That's right. That's correct. 5-lap warning.
Yep. The spotter is on point with it because like the UI says 6, but the spotter says 5. The spotter knows the right
Car
thing to do.
outside. Stay low. That car is a lap down. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top. The car behind is pitting. Car outside.
Gonna
Keep
take
low.
top 10 in the cycle
That car
here.
is a lap down.
Nice.
Clear high. Inside. Clear.
Yep. Just almost running top 10 in the cycle, you know. Just casual things that we're doing.
Just top split, top 10, no big deal.
Yeah, ran top 10 in the cycle and top split. So you tell that to anybody who doesn't know iRacing or racing in general, they're like, wow, they were running top 10 in the cycle. That sounds really impressive. Yeah, you know, just doing regular race car things, you know, just not really doing all that much, you know.
I'd say 2 laps.
Digging. You're in the top 10. The car behind is pitting.
Scream at me to come in when I gotta come in.
Inside.
Yeah, it'll be in next lap.
That car is a lap down. Stay high. Still there at the bottom. Clear inside. Car inside. That car is a lap down. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear.
Alright, so pitting this lap. Might want to hog the bottom here just in case they get you stuck up there.
Outside. That car is a lap down. That car is a lap down. Keep low. Stay low.
Pretty clear behind
Outside,
you, so
clear.
no need to worry too much about
The
that.
car in front is pitting. The leader is coming up on you. They're not our fight. That car is a lap down. That car is a lap down.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Pit box in. 10. 5. 3.
Whoa, what the fuck? It gave me a... What the hell?
Huh?
1.
Dre gave me a weird countdown. It was like, you're at your stall now, and it was way early.
Weird.
Wow, that threw me off. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Like, that's why I pulled in originally. I was like, that's my stall. And then I'm like, that's not my stall. So I got rolling again. I was like, what the fuck?
Strange.
Thank you very much, y'all. Thanks, chat.
Yeah, good stint.
That was really weird. That threw me completely off.
Yeah, your right front, 40%. God damn.
The leader's pitting now.
You owe me dinner. I've always been really good at saving tire, though, so.
Fair. I can't even, like, you did do 9 fewer laps, but that does not account for that percentage of wear.
That
so,
still wouldn't have been.
No, that is definitely better.
No, the winner did not. The loser had to buy dinner. So Ruska's got to buy me dinner.
Okay, go.
If I must. How much does cat food go for these days?
I don't know. That's not dinner.
Outside. Clear.
I think it might be.
I like that we suspended the cat bit for my stint, and then the second you're back in the car, you have to bring it back up. We had a nice professional hour of no cat jokes, and then suddenly, oh, yep, here we go. Back with the cat humor. I get it. What do you mean suspended? Maybe it was going on when I was driving. I don't know. I was busy driving the race car.
Staying focused. I like that.
Yes, I was being a professional. Oh, watch out. There's 3 wide in front of you. They're door checking pretty good. Nah, they're just stunt driving. Never mind.
Like, honestly, 3 wide isn't even, a worrying moment here. Like, it would be in most things.
That's right. Laser focused. Laser dot focused. Wait, just laser focused. No dot. Just laser focused. I used to have a cat, and I had a laser pointer, and one of my favorite things to do was to shine the laser pointer and get her to run around, and it made me happy when I would watch it.
car behind.
These cars only have 10-gallon fuel tanks.
Yeah. It's funny. 37 liters.
Is that why you chase the laser nowadays? No, I'm not a cat.
Still there at the bottom. Clear inside. The leader is running. 28.6.
38
Unfortunately-
shy. Thank you for following.
Still there at the bottom. Clear
Unfortunately,
inside.
though, I burnt a lot of our fuel. I guess I wasn't saving fuel.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on it. You got past the 200 mark, so it's all good. I'll just do what I'm
Okay.
doing again, and then you'll have plenty to work with for the end of the
Alright.
game, so
Okay, all right.
we'll be fine.
I was being irresponsible, chat, is what Reska was telling me.
Outside. Still there. Still there, hold your line. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 8.7 seconds. Clear high.
Good night, Namuni. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by.
Ooh, they put a new livery on the NASCAR EV prototype.
Yeah, they got a Ford now, right? They got a whole body. on
Ford
it.
made one, but there's also
Oh.
like the NASCAR one has a new livery on it.
Oh, interesting. Are they gonna do something with that? Because
Man, if Ford built one,
yeah, because I heard that the reason they showed it without any bodywork is because like all the manufacturers lost interest or something. But now Ford built.
Ford
one.
made one, so
So-
now I'm curious about it.
Yeah. And I didn't
I wanna
realize
see
until
it.
I read about the Ford that like that thing shares a lot with the next gen, which
Yes.
makes sense. But I didn't know it was. It really is just a next gen with a bit different bodywork and electric motor. Like it's kind of weird.
I want to see it. I want to see an EV NASCAR series. I think it would be cool as shit.
Oh, I'd love it. I think it'd be cool.
I honestly think it would be cool as hell. I would love to see it. Got 1,400 horsepower, the equivalent of 1,400 horsepower in it. Like, come on.
Yep.
I want to see that shit.
Electrical fired. Well, hopefully not.
But then again, I'm the outlier of NASCAR fans, you know? So not exactly the traditional NASCAR fan.
I mean, you're saying that with me here. I'm a new fan, essentially.
Yeah, but
I like things
I've-
like LA Coliseum and Chicago Street Course.
I mean, I love Chicago Street Course too, but like what I'm saying is I'm someone who grew up with the sport and was frustrated with how stagnant it was.
Oh, yeah.
And now that they're doing weird shit like let's race in Mexico City, let's race in
Yeah.
Chicago, let's race at the LA Coliseum, it's like yes, 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 very much yes.
I'm similar with F1. Like a lot of people complain about some of the new fans coming in, and like Drive to Survive is objectively quite cringe. Like if you're deep into motorsport and you watch that, you can't stand it because it's so edited and all this.
Yes.
But it's bringing people in, and like I remember one of the biggest talking points when I started watching F1 around 2009, 10, 11 was that like it was an aging fan base, and they weren't getting anyone new in. Like this shit was gonna die eventually. It wasn't in a great spot at all, and you know, for better or worse, it's in a much healthier spot now than it was. And quite frankly, I'm glad about that, and all for the stuff they've done, even if it's not marketed at me necessarily. And there's plenty of shit that's not ideal about F1. Don't get me wrong, but they've really turned it around over these years. Getting rid of Bernie was well overdue.
Yeah. They overtook IndyCar in America.
Yeah.
Like they have as much as you know, like F1 doesn't draw the rating an IndyCar race does, but an IndyCar race doesn't have the cultural impact of an F1 race. Like when I go to the Toronto Indy every year, like it's
Inside.
usually filled with people wearing F1 merch
Yeah.
and going, this is the closest thing to Formula One that comes around here, so I'm going to this. And I'm like, every time I'm like, don't sleep on this series. It's a good series.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great series in its own right.
But hey, if F1 is getting people to go to something like Toronto Indy, or you know, I see F1 merch in massive quantities at like the Formula E race in London, because that's not the cheapest event to go to, but it's probably convenient for a lot of people and way cheaper than an F1 still. So it has the same effect, even though we have a Grand Prix in that. And F1's obviously always been massive here, but you know, it gets people to go to something else. Even when it's an electric car series, they go to it because they like F1.
Rising tide lifts all boats. But I will say this. When I went to Watkins Glen for the Cup race in September, I saw one person wearing an F1 shirt.
Wow, yes. But certainly in the US, NASCAR is still bigger than F1.
NASCAR's still king.
Yeah.
NASCAR will always still be king. But I will say this, F1's closing the gap. And I think if F1 was not closing the gap, you wouldn't see NASCAR try and go to the LA Coliseum, try to go to Chicago's street course, try to go to Mexico City, try and do this NASCAR full speed show, which again, dumbest fucking thing that season 2 of that show is coming out after the season started. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's starting in that show. Season 2 of that show is airing in March. I'm like, the season's already started.
Yeah, I even disliked. I watched the first few seasons of Drive to Survive, and one thing I didn't like about it was that they launched it a week before the season, which is it's better than what you're describing. But and I know the culture with Netflix is to like binge watch, but for me it's like, well, I'm not finished with it by the time the F1 actually starts, and then I don't care because it's last season. Like, put it out at like Christmas time, New Year time. And then let me like gradually watch it during the off season when there's nothing else going on. Like, I appreciate there's a limit to how fast they can make the thing, but like, put it out earlier. Just give me something all the off season, you know.
I think what happened though, the charter talks fucked it up.
Well,
I think that's probably what fucked it up and why it's so late this year. But yeah, like, rising tide lifts all boats. As much as it pains me to admit, there's more interest in motorsports these days. But the problem that I have is Formula One, a lot of people dismiss, like, the stereotypical F1 fan dismisses every other racing series but Formula One.
Well, I think that's changing. These younger fans, that's not the case. Not as much. I'm sure there are those that are. But, like, for example, the new blood of WEC fans, because that's the new class in WEC, is bringing in a whole new scene to WEC, and they sound like the new F1 fans. And I'm thinking, okay, like, they probably are F1, like, because there's some team rivalry coming in, like, people who are clearly Ferrari F1 fans are rooting for the Ferrari for hypercar team, and that's interesting, I find. Because they're moving across and watching that on off weeks and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not everyone, but I feel like there's at least for WEC, there's more of that than there ever was.
And the Drive to Survive audience, if Daniel Ricciardo announced that he was driving a hypercar tomorrow, like, come on, like, if Gunther Steiner ends up becoming the team principal of Alpine's LMP or GTP program, like, that would probably do it too. I mean, just look at Kevin Magnussen. He was going to go race hypercar and then went back to F1.
Yeah. Do you know Will Buxton's going to be lead commentator on Fox? Yes. I'm not sure how that's going to go.
Yeah, and you know, I the one good thing he has going for him though, they kept Townsend and James and Hinchcliffe from the NBC booth. They literally just replaced Diffie with Buxton.
That sounds so bad though.
Yeah, but I think the camaraderie that Townsend Bell and James Hinchcliffe have between one another is going to overcome that.
Thing is Townsend Bell the reason we're going to get continued Santino Ferrucci shilling?
I mean, you can't do much when the guy's his agent, right?
Well,
so, like, that's tough. It's really frustrating, but that's probably just going to keep happening. But I think NASCAR's got Diffie full time now. Oh, I love it though. He was so good down down the stretch. Yes, Townsend Bell is Santino Ferrucci's agent, so that might explain a lot of things when you watch an IndyCar race on Fox this year.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. I watched the Diffie's call of the Watkins Glen final lap quite a few times. That was so good.
Do you know how good a call has to be where I was mad that I didn't see it because I was there in person?
Yeah. You didn't get to experience
That's how
that.
good Lee Diffie is. That he called that, and I was mad I was at the thing.
So even like the camera work they had going on, like the I guess it's a
The
zip
cable
wire,
cam that
yeah,
got going
cable
down the
cam.
whole backstretch at Watkins Glen is so goated.
And then just combine that with the cool of what's actually happening on the track, obviously, and it's like, yeah, this is peak here. This is one of the moments of the year.
I was so happy I was at one of the best NASCAR finishes of last season.
Yeah.
God.
You had a bunch
It
of
was
good
like-
racing.
Oh,
Xfinity was
look,
good too.
If a NASCAR, NASCAR last season, the on-track product, incredible. It was great.
Yep.
Atlanta, Kansas, the fucking Watkins Glen finish, Daytona in the fall, Darlington, great finishes, great races. The championship doesn't fucking matter at all. Watch out, they're wrecking in front of you. They're wrecking in front of you. Checking up at the bottom, checking up at the bottom, checking up at the bottom. 4 wide. Oh boy. Oh, they're wrecking. Get away from this if you can. Get away from this.
Well, on my outside still?
Yep, they're still there. Middle, bottom of three. Bottom of three. Still out there. Still out there. They're gonna get a bump draft here. Careful. Bottom of three. I think you're good now. Let me look. Nope, still got one outside. Trying to get a camera. Yep, still up top. Oh, it's gonna hold up the 18 here. Nope, they're gonna give a shove. This just got pretty serious out of nowhere. Run the bottom. Okay. Door checking behind you.
Oh dear. Yeah, maybe I should have not even got involved.
Middle of three. Middle of three. Middle of three is drifting up. Caught it. Middle of three. Door checked from netcode there behind you. Middle of three. Middle of three, still on your bumper. Clear low. Still there on your high side. It's got to run. Still there. Quarter.
Ooh.
That's a big throw. You're clear of all of them. Clear of all of them.
Fun.
There you go.
That car is a lap down.
Whew.
Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside.
Three's gonna
Still there,
drift.
inside.
No, couldn't get there.
Clear,
Okay.
Inside. Stay high.
All
That
right.
was fun.
Okay. Whew.
Still inside. Clear.
But yeah, NASCAR's last season was awesome. It was great. The on-track product was incredible. It was awesome racing. But the championship doesn't matter. It's like watching the PGA Tour now. That's the best way I'd describe it. Is like golf. It's
Stay high.
you watch
Car on the low side.
you watch every tournament. Yeah, people win the tournament, but like name me who won the FedEx Cup last year.
Clear.
You can't.
I wouldn't even have any idea where the FedEx Cup was.
Inside.
The FedEx Cup is their season-long points championship.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an event. See, I don't even know.
Clear inside. Car
So-
inside.
That's honestly how I approach NASCAR now. Is
Yeah.
like
Clear.
I value Final Four appearances more than anything now. Because if you can get to the Final Four, that's impressive. And then it's a crapshoot. Whoever wins the race wins the championship.
Yeah.
So
Is everyone rooting against Joey Logano at the Phoenix last year a similar comparison to what will happen with the Chiefs next weekend?
yes, But not so much. So the reason why people hate the Chiefs is because they've been in the Super Bowl 5 of
Yeah.
the last 6 years.
They just keep
So there's a
winning, right?
fatigue there. It's like
Yeah.
them again. But they also were really bad this year, but they just gutted out victories.
Right.
So that's
kind
why
of similar to Logano, I guess. Not that you've
kinda
got a lot of
I'm-
victories, but you don't need that in NASCAR.
you don't need it in the format, right?
You got the
He
minimum
won-
requirements to win the whole thing, so.
Yeah, he won a race in like June and then just got into the playoffs, won the opener at Atlanta and just kind of pointed his way through. Remember, he was out of the playoffs at one point.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Bowman
He's very
Bowman
lucky.
was advancing through and Logano was not going to go, and then Bowman failed tech, and then Hendrick didn't fight it, which was really damning of their opinion on Alex Bowman, if you ask me.
Wow, if they knew they were,
Yeah, but you gotta
slam
at
dunk,
least fight it. Like,
I guess.
look at fucking Rich Grandchild over there when he dumped 2 of them and won the race, and then they pulled his playoff eligibility from it.
That's true.
But yeah, the Chiefs were like undeserving of being in the Chiefs are deserving of being in the Super Bowl. They won the AFC. They beat everybody on their way to, like, they won 15 games last year or this season. It's just they weren't impressive in a lot of those wins.
Yeah.
But Logano just played the system,
Yeah.
and it's like he's a 3-time champ, but he's won all 3 under this format. So like, is he a 3-time champ when we were doing the Latford system, which is the system that was used before the playoffs? Is he a 3-time champ in the original chase? Like, that's the debate, right? So
I don't know. What would you rather have? A driver winning the championship without winning a single race?
which has
Or-
happened in this format.
Yeah.
It happened in the Truck Series. Crafton won a championship without ever winning a race.
It doesn't even stop that, does it? Makes it less
No,
likely.
it doesn't.
Perhaps.
It's-
But I'm not even sure it makes it less likely.
And note, they waited till the last possible second to say we're not changing the format. They waited till last week to say we are not changing the playoff format for 2025.
I mean, at least that maybe means they discussed it at
That
length.
car is a lap down.
They did.
Which
and
means it must have
sounds
been
like,
close to happening. That's bad. Oops.
Yeah, it must have been.
So
'cause
maybe if it's
they,
another disaster, it's like, okay, well,
They have not ruled it
That's
out for
it.
2026.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to get a big overhaul of the point standings, of the point system, and the finale, importantly, in 2026. Because it sounds like Homestead is only up in the spring this year to do a bunch of renovations to it so that it can have the finale in 26. So, I mean, we remember Jimmy Johnson and his team playing the chase format to perfection to win most of his titles. Exactly. It's the exact same thing. It's how you play the game. And Logano's team is very good at playing the game. The problem is the game doesn't
Outside.
feel good, but unfortunately, and fortunate, like, don't hate the player, hate the game. That's how it is. He knows how to play this format great. I don't mind Joey Logano. There are people that don't like Joey Logano. I actually don't mind Joey Logano.
Still
But
there.
then again, I root for all the heels in racing, so I root for Dale Earnhardt as a kid. I like Denny Hamlin. I like Joey Logano.
5, 6.
Like, I like all the guys that people hate, you know?
Clear inside.
My favorite driver is Bubba Wallace. Like, you know, like, it's what happens, so.
Your favorite football team is the Eagles.
Exactly. My favorite football team is the Philadelphia Eagles. You don't like us. We don't care. Go Birds. My favorite driver was Kevin Harvick before he retired, NASCAR wise. Yeah, Harvick was great. But Harvick did half the shit Kyle Busch did, but because Harvick wasn't dislikable, people liked him. That was the thing. Fun conversations here on lap 247 of our Dale Jr. 400. I always like Dale Jr. On the topic of Dale Jr., I always loved Dale Jr.
I only really know of his post NASCAR stuff. I mean, I knew of him back then, but I didn't watch the sport obviously much. So, but he just always seemed like a sound guy.
He was
nowadays.
always great. It was Dale Jr. fans
Right.
that sucked. Dale Jr. is an awesome dude. He fucking rules.
Yeah.
I love Dale Jr. He's the best. And like even post career, he's even better. But like if you weren't a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan in the mid 2000s, you fucking hated him. You fucking hated him. Like I was an Earnhardt fan, naturally. I mean, I was a fan of his father's, right? That was my driver growing up. Like I cried when Dale Earnhardt died. Like I had grandparents pass away. I didn't cry. When Dale Earnhardt died, it devastated me.
Damn.
Like, so the fact that, you know, people gravitated toward his son naturally made sense, right? Because he had such a big fan base, and here's his son. So, Jeff Gordon, I don't like Jeff Gordon. I have a respect for Jeff Gordon because of, I mean, you have to respect Jeff Gordon. 4 titles, 3 500s, 600s, Southern 500s, won the Winston Million, Hall of Famer, retired in the Final Four, his final full-time season. Like, he was good to the end. But the Dale Earnhardt in me is like, fuck Jeff Gordon. that is always in my head, is just fuck Jeff Gordon. Like my friend Laura, she's a big Jeff Gordon fan post-career, which is fun because I get to show her, like, I get to tell her, oh, watch this race. Oh, watch this race. And it's fun to watch back those races, you know, because it's like, oh, shit, I get to experience it with somebody who'd never watched it.
Yeah.
And that's always fun to me. That's exciting to me. Like we watched back, Reska, I'm hijacking your stream, sorry. We watched back the 2002 Bristol night race, which Jeff Gordon, after he won the championship, divorced his wife Brooke and had a long winless streak. And everybody was like, when the fuck is Jeff Gordon going to win? Because like, this is weird. He just won the championship, but now he sucks. What's going on? And Rusty Wallace was leading with about 10 laps to go, and Jeff Gordon just started reeling him in and reeling him in and reeling him in. And then with 2 laps to go, Gordon gave him the bump and run and won the race. And it's maybe one of the best Bristol night race moments of all time. It's a great finish, and it's a great race, too, because you had Elliott Sadler mad, Ward Burton was mad, Jimmy Johnson was rarely mad in his rookie year. Like, it's a really good race. You should go back and watch it, even though it's just spoiled for you. And watching it with her, as she never experienced it, was just amazing to, like, show, like, this is old NASCAR. This is what it used to be like. This is when it was fucking good. Like... It's still good, but this is when it was really good. So, I also have nostalgia, rose-colored glasses, you know, all that stuff. So, it's like there's probably some F1 fan that's like genuinely like the 2002 F1 season was the best. Like this race from.
There's too many of those, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, it was incredible. Schumacher won by 35 seconds. You don't understand. It was amazing. Like they're like it's the same fucking.
Some F1 fans don't know how good they got it now, even compared to 10
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
that's the thing that I told. That's the thing that I told when I was interviewed by Eric Loy. I was like, because he interviewed me, and I was like, F1's product has gotten a lot better now.
Yeah.
Like the midfield in F1 is awesome. It's great. The midfield and even the front's getting good too,
Yeah.
which is like awesome to see.
My highlight of last year was Spa because there was 4 teams, 8 cars running not quite nose to tail, but within DRS train of each other in the early portion of the race. A few of them fell out of contention, and in the end we had a.
That's always going to happen.
But in the end, it was 3 cars right with each other across the line with the leader on different strategy who got disqualified, but. Still, they got disqualified because they tried such a weird strategy, and I think they were below the ride height limit because of how worn their tires were, because they just stayed out. But either way, that stuff didn't happen 10 years ago. It didn't happen every race, but it never happened 10 years ago.
Raska, you became an F1 fan during the period that I really was glued into F1, like the 2010s, like early 2010s, when you had Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari,
Yeah.
and Red Bull, and we thought this is never going to get better. Like, this is the best. Like, these four, this is never ever going to be topped, and now it is. Like, it's
I'd say
amazing.
so, yeah. I feel like, I don't remember that period, very like it was yesterday anymore, but, I feel like what I'm watching now in F1, the actual on-track battles in particular, are so much more engaging than then.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, because that was pretty good back then for F1, and even then, people were like, oh, bring back 2004 and such, and it's like, you don't know how. And now people will say, "Oh, bring back 2010 and such," and it's like, dude, everyone's complaining back then. You probably were.
Yeah.
You're probably a new fan, but like,
and-
people don't know what they got now. Just enjoy what you got now, because there's nothing else you can do.
That kind of comes full circle. Is the racing's better than it's always been.
Yeah.
But it was better back then. Because that's how we all feel. Because that was our racing. It was mine. It's my fifis. I care about those.
I have that feeling towards LMP1, because there's a lot of arguments that you could make to why the current GTP/hypercar category is better than LMP1. But man, I like LMP1. It's not quite
Volkswagen had 2 LMP1 programs at the same time.
See, this is why they can afford to add Audi as their third LMDH/hypercar program. Because it's still cheaper. Get on it.
Like, fucking 2 LMP1, and they were rivaling F1 budgets. Like, it was insane.
See, I'm not sure I even agree with that. LMP1 cars are better, but GTP class is better. I kind of disagree because, and divisive opinion, but GTP is a BOP class. That's a performance class. And that's why it's so good in terms of everyone being so close. And don't get me wrong, I love that. But also, part of me is like, this isn't as pure as it was, It's why I will always have a soft spot for F1 no matter what situation it's in or what bullshit they're spewing out from the organisers or whatever. Because that's like the only place, and there are some spec parts I know, but like, there you build a car, you bring it, and if you suck, you finish last, and that's about it. Like, you gotta spend hundreds of millions of euros to be anywhere near, but you build a car, you bring it, if it's good, it wins, and if it's really good, you win every race and just dominate, and it's boring. And if you suck, you just finish last, and that's about it. No one's gonna help you out. You actually build the thing. Nothing else is really like that anymore. Not as much as F1. And LMP1 was. It certainly was.
You wanna know what's gonna suck?
What?
And I have this bad gut feeling. They're gonna fuck it up with the 26 regs.
I don't know if you've heard much about what the projections are for how those cars drive. And they haven't been finalized, so I don't think they're going to end up being as bad as what anyone's said. But some people are saying they're going to be so bad. Like, significantly slower. Like, probably slower than Indy cars, what they were saying.
Really?
Yeah, like they came up with these regulations, and then they simulated them, thinking they would be good, and the results were, like, super slow.
Ooh. Ouch.
So I'm sure they just won't go with that, but that's kind of worrying that they're having to rework stuff if that is what's
this
going on.
late in the game,
Yeah.
right? Because that's next year.
Yeah, I don't know how fine.
Like, that's the thing that's jarring is like we keep thinking, oh, 2026 regs, okay, whatever, that's far away. No, that's
not
now. Like,
Yeah.
that's coming up. Like, yeah. Anyways, I'll be right back. I gotta go do a thing before my stint.
No worries.
Okay. Chat. Don't bother Raska too much. He's concentrating. Okay.
Yeah, chat.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1 second.
Yeah, there's. I mean, I think Aki made a comment in a Discord, mine maybe. I'm not sure. Can't remember. But how with Ford coming in, there's gonna be like 30 plus car grid for hypercars, and it's like, don't worry, half the field will leave by the time they get here, because some people are gonna get tired of it and leave. Like Lambo is one I expect to not last much longer. The fact that they couldn't commit to 2 cars for 2 years now and they're just running one car in only the endurance races in IMSA. Oh, are they still in WEC? I think they're still in the WEC actually, aren't they? But no, they're not, because they would need 2 cars, right? Or have they got 2 cars there? Yes, Kohai. They're in WEC. Yeah, but are they in WEC? They just seem so half-hearted to everything they're doing right now, and it's like, and not only that, but the car is awful. Like, it's dog shit. So I feel like they're just gonna pull it, which is so annoying when that's the car that replaced the Audi program within VW. Because, like, we might as well have had that. But hey, Audi F1 team next year. I'm gonna be an insufferable Audi fan. That's gonna become my new, like, VTuber persona. Insufferable Audi F1 fan. Look forward to it.
You're gonna be an insufferable Audi F1 fan?
Yeah. And I'll
so
be...
me with Cadillac. Okay, all right.
Now I'm going for more insufferable. I don't feel you're insufferable enough.
Me, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, Cadillac, yeah, that's your, okay, yeah. Where's NASCAR this weekend? Richmond? Okay.
Yeah, you get your F1 updates when they mention it on the NASCAR broadcast. When they overlap slightly.
That's funny. NASCAR mentioning F1 updates.
I feel NBC have done that, right? I think because they do F1 as well, right? So
no, they don't.
Not anymore.
No, it's ESPN.
Oh, okay.
Because and you want to know what's funny about the American F1 TV deal?
What?
They just take the Sky Sports feed.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
pre and post.
That's something that bothers me though. It's when people complain that the F1 commentary team are biased towards the British drivers. It's like, yeah, you're watching the British feed. If your local TV channel chooses to be cheap and not do their own, which I don't blame them, it makes sense. It's the same language mostly. Like, but don't complain to your TV channel that they haven't got an American team doing it, supporting whoever, or an Australian team, because they complain down there too. It's like, you're watching Crofty and Brundle. Yeah, they're gonna like Norris. Like, come on. Have you seen the Dutch broadcast? Like, no one's complaining that the Dutch broadcast isn't supporting Max because, hey, it only airs in the Netherlands. Like,
you know what's even funnier about the Canadian F1 broadcast, which, by the way, I don't watch. I get we can get F1 TV here. I used to subscribe to it. I'm not this year, but I used to subscribe to it. Is on TV. If you wanted to watch F1 on television, like a linear television, you get commercials every 15 minutes, exactly at the 15-minute mark, mid-sentence, and they go side by side.
Oh dear. I mean, I guess there's probably no better way to do it when the original doesn't have any ads, but...
And it's been like that for 15 years, 16 years now. And the Americans got one practice session like that, one weekend, and they bitched and they went, okay, it's commercial free now. Like, so I'm like, oh, Americans have to deal with a side-by-side ad, and now they're suddenly like, oh, no, we're going to jump into action for that. And meanwhile, Canada has had that for 50. You know the meme where it's the kid drowning and then there's like a skeleton at the bottom of the pool? That's Canada.
Yeah, that checks out.
So
I will say the F1 TV feed,
it's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
While it is
Love
still
it.
British, it's overall, like, if you are a, let's say, somewhat more educated motorsport fan, it's probably a little bit more what you're after than the Crofty shouting stream. I don't mind Crofty, but I prefer the F1
I
TV.
wish they had the pit lane channel back. They had it for a while, and then it went away, and now you can only get it internationally via certain broadcasters, but they were offering the pit lane channel, and it was great because you could see all the strategy. Like, it was like a more data center feed. You could see the strategy develop and stuff. I thought that was a lot better.
Yeah, the broadcast treat everyone the same. I mean, like, I don't feel like the British broadcast is that bad for what people say. Like, they're definitely fans of the British drivers, but I wouldn't say they are like it's not like when one of them does a bad move, they never say it's their fault, because they do. But you know, people focus on the time where they do say it's the other guy's fault and not the British driver, which maybe is correct, maybe it's not. I don't know, but.
The fun part about knowing a second language, though, is the fact that I can throw on. Oh, watch out! Wreck in front, wreck in front, wreck in front. Go to the bottom, bottom, bottom. You're good.
It all kind of sorted itself out a little bit before I got there, thankfully.
Yep. The best part about speaking a different language is that I can throw on the French broadcast, and then it's like, ooh, I understand these words the whole time. I will be right back again. I have to give my mom her prescription. So.
No worries. I mean, the thing is, Brundle, I don't hate Brundle, but Brundle does have some bad takes, like very bad takes. I put it down to his generation. I remember one time, it was the, you know, the Spa race where it was rained out so much they did one lap or whatever, and it was a bit of a nightmare. I remember Crofty asked Brundle during the red flag, like, you know, back in your day, would you have... Oh no, it wasn't worded like that. It was more like Martin, when if you were driving still, would you go out in this? And he said, like, oh, honestly, you shouldn't ask me that, because in my era we would have already been out there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not like, he actually recognized, like, I'm not qualified to answer this question in 2021 or whatever that was. Like, you just can't ask me that. And I feel like sometimes that shows in his opinions on stuff. He's quite old-fashioned. I often disagree with some things he says related to that.
Reska.
Yes?
I have. Did you tell my old coworker friend who gave me makeup once and is a good friend and one of the few people I'm out to IRL with? Did you tell her about the cat bit? Because I just got a DM. I just got a text from her to an Instagram page, and she wrote, "This is how I imagine your streams look," and it's a gamer kitten accessory collection, and it's a bunch of things. It's a bunch of stickers of a cat streamer.
See, look, that's
Did
pretty...
you tell her about this?
This is pretty damning evidence, because people separate to this little bubble are getting the same vibes. I'm just saying.
I had to explain the bit to her. I was like, the bit is I get really angry about it, and I'm not a cat. And she laughed. But I literally just got the text. Like, I literally, on the stream, just got this text. And I'm like,
that's funny.
Oh, fuck off. Like, for real.
The leader's bidding now.
DD Kitty.
I'm not a cat. I'm the guest here. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is a
Usually treat
roast,
guests
didn't
with
you know?
respect. This is a roast? Yeah.
Car 11 is now
Oh, I'm hungry.
You're gonna get a roast.
No, I'm gonna cook hamburger helper.
Oh god.
Scare Reska. Mention hamburger helper.
Hello Pat, how's it going? The crack of noon. Very early time to be out.
The leader just did a
I sucked in past noon today.
It's Patricia. Hi, Patricia. How you doing?
Inside.
I'm not streaming myself, so you're stuck with Reska. No, I'm not streaming. I'm not actually streaming my stream.
Car on the low side.
I'm only streaming I'm not streaming today. I'm lazy, so I'm just following. I'm letting Reska stream me today.
Even me to do all the
That
work.
car is
I'm having Reska do all the work, and I just get to be funny, which is great. This is why are you making cat puns? We've been over this. We've been over this. But this race has been going on for 2.5 hours now. We've been over this. Now I'm getting it from Patricia. Oh, I'm down so bad right now. Oh, God. God damn it.
Asa! Wait, this seems too early. Or have I got the time zone wrong? Hello, Asa. How did your race go? I'm worried
It
that
is
it has ended early.
5:32 a.m. where they are, where she is.
Yes, but Asa was doing a race. And it feels like the race shouldn't be over yet, but I may have the time zone. I hope it went well though, Asa. You hurty. What happened? Hello, Anna, by the way. Welcome. 14 laps, well, probably more like 13 laps on the number D F1.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready whenever.
Good, good. It's just finished, okay. I get confused because I forget that Track GT starts earlier than V-Track. Wait, was it V-Track today? No. It was Track GT, I guess, right? Yeah. And that's earlier, and I forget that. Only 15 minutes to Bathurst 12? Ah. That's unfortunate timing.
Oh, fuck, I didn't realize Inzoi got a fucking release date.
What got a release date?
Inzoi.
Still there.
I do not know it.
Inzoi is like, it's a Korean, oh, watch out.
Yeah, I kind of went to let them through, but they kind of didn't get a good one.
It's a Korean sim, like life sim, kind of like The Sims, but it's like on steroids. It's incredible. And it's coming out March 28th.
Do you see The Sims 1 and 2 got re-released? I would be tempted to pick up The Sims 2 again, because that is nostalgic to me.
I'm sorry, what was that?
The Sims 1 and 2 like just got re-released the other day.
Yeah, and they loaded it with DRM.
I mean, they probably already had DRM.
Yeah, but like they update, they put that new Nuovo or whatever DRM on it.
De Novo, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, De Novo.
I swear every game EA's put out in the last 15 years has had that. I mean, it's not good,
Yeah.
but like, I'm not sure I care, honestly.
But like this, I want you, when we're done with stream tonight, I'll find a video of it. The character creator on it alone is fucking crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet looking, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. I hope it's good, because if it's good, then the Sims monopoly will end, like how City Skylines ruined SimCity.
It's not kernel anti-cheat, kernel level anti-cheat. It's a DRM thing, Kohai. But either way, you know, you play iRacing Kohai, so you can't have that big of an issue with kernel level anti-cheat.
Yeah, but this is different.
It's different because I like the game.
No, but real talk, this is different because this is competitive.
Well, yeah, no, but the De Novo is not anti-cheat.
You can't
it's
play
DRM.
this. Yeah, but you can't play the Sims competitively. There's no fucking Microsoft
Well, I
Excel
know.
championships of fucking.
But it,
The
yeah,
Sims.
it doesn't have anti-cheat. It just has DRM. So
Have any of you ever seen the Microsoft Excel championships?
yes, it's crazy.
It's awesome. It's great.
I mean, De Novo might be kernel level. I don't know, but it's not anti-cheat. And yeah, as I say, iRacing has it. So if you are really against this stuff, you can't play iRacing.
The car behind
But,
you's pitting.
like, I don't think it's good, but like, I'm willing to deal with its existence to play this because I like this and some other things that use that. So, yeah, I'll live. Oh,
Oh fuck!
I guess they were pitting, but I had no idea.
Clear outside if you want it. You've got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of
Was
alignment.
that the
You'll have
18?
less grip out there.
Yeah, well, are they talking? I mean, I've got it muted.
Yeah, I have it muted, but he was motherfucking us pretty bad on the voice chat. I bet. Yeah, he's.
He was. I saw him talking. Yeah, he's still talking now. So
Yeah, Yeah, we'll be taking that fast
You have
repair.
about
Yeah,
five
I
laps
got
of
it.
fuel left.
It's the
Slow
final
down
stop
down
of the
low.
day, anyways. Should
Yeah.
be. Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah.
When he was going up the track, then down, from what I saw. Can't say I was paying super
I
close
hope
attention.
he didn't use his fast repair yet. Was he on the same lap as us?
No idea. I'm just driving.
Yeah,
Current
sorry, I
run is pitting.
wasn't looking at the road.
No, there's nothing you could have pointed out anyway.
No, I know.
The car
I
That will
know.
happen very late. Like I was going low because they were going up the track. That's the only reason I was low. But they were obviously like pitting very badly. So I mean, maybe they probably are angry because they called out on voice chat. But I mean, you can't assume everyone has voice chat on. So what you can do is go to the apron early, so it's blatantly obvious what you're doing
Yes.
when there's people right behind you. But oh well. Car is like okay. It will definitely use the repair, but
Yeah, I mean,
It's
this is going to
okay.
be our last stop of the day, anyway. So, last scheduled stop of the
Yeah.
day. Sorry, my mistake. My apologies. This race is a vibe.
You've got about 2 laps
I hope they
of
do this
fuel left.
exactly the same combo next year because this is a
yeah,
vibe.
I really like this honestly.
It's fucking. It's like the most unserious special event ever. It's the best.
I am a big fan of
Still
this,
there.
and I
It's
wasn't
so,
sure I
like,
would be, but it's really good.
That car
This is
a
the
lap down.
equivalent. This
Stay
is the
high,
sim racing
car on the
equivalent
low
of
side.
drinking a beer in a lazy river. Like this is the most.
I'm coming
whatever.
in now, by the way. I just
Yeah, I'm
wanted to
good.
put
I'm
that
ready.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Like that is the proper energy to give this race. Is just yeah, whatever, fine, yeah. Ran into me, yeah, that's fine, no big
That
deal.
car is
Let's
a lap down.
Ooh, that's quite over.
don't hit the barrels though. That would be bad.
Yeah, that was a bit of a messy entry, but oh well, we survived.
Good stints, Reska Kiyoso. You
Thank
did
you.
well.
You're
We
in
be
the top
tubing
10.
exactly,
Good job, very
Patricia.
nice.
Exactly. We be
2,
tubing.
1. Right here.
You're pitting on lap Dale.
What's that?
Lap 305. Pitbull. Mr. Worldwide.
We're done. Keep going.
Don't stop the party! Anybody remember Pitbull before he was a team owner in NASCAR? When he was a musician. I mean, he's still a musician, but
Vaguely.
my sister and I had a running bit that Pitbull had like all these songs about having sex with women, and he actually like secretly had no game. That was how my sister and I used to bond. Was like, oh yeah, Pitbull, he doesn't actually have game. God, these pit stops. Oh my god, these pit stops. All right, go. Let me go. Let me. There we go. All right.
That car is a lap down. Car outside. Clear outside if you want it. Outside. Clear up top.
All right, I have to remember it's loose on the first few laps of the run.
Car outside. Still there. Stay low.
There's a rather large number of IndyCar iRacing
Stay low. There is
regulars
a car on the high
in
side.
this race,
The car in front.
including
Oh, really?
Kelly Dahl on your outside.
Keep low.
I was fighting them for
Still
the win
there.
at Dover.
You're losing on the car in front.
Are we still racing? Yeah, absolutely.
7.6
D's in the car right now?
Seconds. Clear outside. Clear
Well, if they're
inside.
IndyCar regulars, they aren't very good, ignoring tire difference.
Inside. Clear
Oh.
inside.
Drive away, drive away. Drive away.
You got this. You have 89 laps to go and a projected
Okay.
98 laps of fuel, so yeah.
Beautiful. So what you're saying is the gloves are off.
Yes, other than the fact that the tires are still a thing. but-
I'm required to wear gloves as by FIA safety regulations. I'm required to wear safety gloves.
Robbie Gordon disagrees.
Yeah, but Robbie Gordon was also an asshole.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
Okay, I did 102 laps that stint versus your 97. My right front worst percentage was 36 versus your 40.
Oh, you got better.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you run the top more?
Yeah, I tried to run the middle as like mainly. I think I
Yeah.
ended up like meandering down to the bottom again out of habit, but it was fine.
Told you.
The car in P12 just set the fastest lap. 27.
It's what I hate about
49.
some of the advice that goes around from, you know, fast people is sometimes wrong.
Yeah, it might be.
Victor outdoes me when he did the truck league with me. He would always outdo me on. He's really good on tires. He always outdo me on tires. And we go to 1.5 mile tracks. He usually finishes ahead of me on tires because he's good at it. But he will run higher all the time. Like Bristol will run like top lane all the way around. I mean, a lot of people run Bristol at the top in the next gen. But any guide you read will say the bottom's where you want to be for tires. But then they'll rip the top for a whole fuel stint, you know? And it'll work.
Yeah.
It'll work fine. And it's like, well, hang on. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of the time they tell you that to get misinformation going, and
I
then
wonder.
they know where to go.
I don't want to believe that.
I wouldn't be
but
shocked about it.
I do wonder sometimes. Yeah.
Because especially in ovals, it's so tight because of oval racing the way
Yeah.
that it is. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if that's common.
And I'm probably, I mean, I've been doing this a little bit now, but I still consider myself trying to figure out oval, really. And maybe I focus too much on what they say rather than what
Still
I
trying to
experience.
figure out oval, really. 1,500 I rating higher than me. Just want to point out.
Yeah,
for the
yeah, but
record.
then you say that, but look at your tires on that second stint versus mine, you know? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
true.
okay, I can build some I rating. You know, half of that comes from SRX, let's be honest. But even with whatever rating the number says, you do way better on tires than me, and I'm learning from you here, you know? Because why
Yeah,
wouldn't
true.
I? You've been doing this longer than me, so no, it's no wonder.
That is true. This is year 20, so yeah.
Like I did my oval rookies in one stream as a VTuber, so it was 2021 or 2. And I'd done some oval in like R Factor or 2, but that's not a lot of it because that's not possible to do more than a little bit of it in R Factor 2. So and I learned nothing from NASCAR 07, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, nothing translates from there. Maybe the baseline fundamentals of how to drive an oval, but like you don't get the nuances of tire saving, line saving, track development, you know, brake
Yeah.
bias adjustments as the run goes on. If you do that kind of thing, I never do. I just adjust my driving accordingly. You don't learn anything like that from a console game. Oh,
Nah.
that's the wall. Hello.
I mean, hopefully NASCAR 25 will be a little bit better in that regard.
I think it'll be a kind of a dumbed down version of it.
Yeah, which is
As much
fine.
as I'm looking forward to that game. I'm gonna buy it. I have a console that can play it, so I'm gonna buy it, and hopefully it's a good game. I think it will be. If it's anything like the World of Outlaws game, it'll be great.
Inside,
Yeah, I bet that's good.
But
still there. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. The leader's fitting now. Keep high. Clear inside.
go ahead, burn your shit up. Go nuts. See how that works out for you.
Closing on you. The gap is 1.1 seconds.
But I think if people expecting, oh, it's iRacing but on a console, it's not gonna be that.
Yeah, and it should be.
Keep high.
And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
Yeah,
It's meant to be a consumer product
Clear inside.
for consumers and kids and game
Yeah.
and like people who play Forza or Gran Turismo. Like there are people who go, that's a sim game, and I'm like, to an extent,
Yeah.
it is, but unfortunately, I still firmly believe if it's not on a PC, it's not a sim. As shitty and as close-minded as it sounds, that's just the way that I believe, is that
Yeah.
if it's on a PC, it's not a sim.
Stay high.
Have you been doing it for Dale? Yes.
Inside.
We are into the last
Stay
100
high
laps
with the
here
car on
of
the
the
low
Dale
side.
Junior Drift
Clear.
Give 400.
You're losing on the car in
I'm all
front.
done with
The
my
gap
driving
is
for the day. It's
1.2
all down to
seconds.
D
Keep
now.
high. Still there.
That's a
Hold your
lot
line.
of bad place faith. That's a lot of bad place faith to put me in charge of bringing it home. But he decided.
You got it. Wow, this guy's
This
drifting.
46 is trying to hang on old tires here, and it's not working out. I'm going to have to go to the bottom and pass him.
You say old tires, that's 87 laps. They're not... they gotta go at least 10 more, really. Or, well, they don't have to, because you can make it to the end from here, but...
Clear.
He's driving like a dipshit. He's blocking me every
Car
corner.
outside.
They're actually the leader, which is kind
Yeah,
of...
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're a leader on cycle.
Yeah.
Inside.
Funny.
Yeah, pass me when we're trying to pass the fucking leader with 80 lap old tires. That's a great idea, buddy.
Car on the low side.
Fantastic idea.
Keep high.
All right. The rapids are getting rough in this lazy river.
The next two cars in front are for position. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear. The leader just did a 28.362.
Yeah, D's
Oh,
got
now
the-
you move over. Okay, now you move over.
Oh,
Oh, because you're pitting. Okay, that's
hitting
fine.
badly as well. Okay.
Thanks, Breck.
The leader's pitting now.
Yeah, D indeed has the right shirt. She must be a big fan.
I didn't make a new reactive. don't look into it. I didn't make a new reactive. This is from when I was spotting Foresca for the snowball. So,
The snowball? What's that?
sorry, the Winter Derby.
The car in front is pitting. The car in P18 just set the fastest lap. 27.632.
I'm gutted
How
I
to get
got that
disqualified from the
4X.
iRacing Winter Derby
That
in less than
would've
30 seconds.
Very... Oh, don't say it. You know, I don't have to be sorry. Like, but, it was almost, yeah, basically a race distance, 400 laps across the two races. 0x. God damn it. Right at the end as well. But oh well. Surely I won't lose safety with 4x over 200 laps. Right.
I also just realized that this is going to be a great safety rating boost
Yeah.
going into the Daytona 500.
Lith was speculating whether the patch on Tuesday would be a stealth Bowman Grey. I know it's a bit late, but imagine next week is official Bowman Grey at the weekend. Just, you know, like they did when the LA Coliseum came out. And then
Would
we
be
have
cool.
Daytona the week after. It's like, yeah, I need the safety rating, actually.
I think we'll get the 2025 grid or 2025 updates to the cars where they get rid of the ethanol
yes.
ring around the fuel filler and shit.
That's really annoying because I just uploaded my livery to the league today with Camaro.
Tell me
written on
about
the
it. I
back.
got 11 fucking schemes I got to adjust now.
Well, to be well, unless you wanted to put something else there. If you already erased the ethanol bit from your livery.
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
It's just a simple adjustment, but
I mean, yeah.
just having to do it 11 times is
Yeah.
a pain. But watch them come out and say the template's completely different. I'm just like, what? No, I just painted 11 cars. I was through to July, and now I'm ruined.
Yeah, Toyota have decided to move to the Supra the week before the race for the Cup Series. Good luck.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get Bowman Grey on Tuesday anyway. That'd be a bit random.
Nah.
Still there. Inside.
I do think we are getting some updates. I have heard through the
Stay high. There's a car on the low
grapevine
side.
that there are some
The
updates
leader
coming,
just did
but
a 28.244.
You would think those livery changes would. It lines up with sort of when we got the updates last year. It'd be a week later, I think. But
Still
you
there.
know,
Hold your line.
basically the same. For me, last year it happened
You're losing
the
on
week
car in
of
front.
the track.eu clash, they changed. Obviously, we had the entirely new Mustang and Camry.
yeah.
So it's like, god damn it. Hey guys, ping everyone signed up. It's like, yeah, you gotta worry about this slightly.
That's actually why I ran the Camaro last season in NIS. Because I was like, I don't want to have to frantically paint a Camry like the week of NIS when I did all my branding like with the certain look, and then I have to fucking quickly update it all. So that's why I didn't switch to the Camry last year. I switched to it this year because it had a year, and I know that it wasn't going to change for year 2. So I was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
there we go. Because like 2022, oh, we got a wreck in front. Watch out. 2022 or 23, sorry, I ran the Camry in the league that I was in, and in 2024 I switched back to the Camaro because I was like, well, Toyo's got a new card this year, I don't want to redo it, I'm just starting as a VTuber, keep it the same, keep it a platform that I know will not change for this upcoming year, and then in 25 switch back to Toyota. So
Damn, the Daytona 12's starting the same time as the Bathurst 12. That's crazy.
that's wild, actually. And like when I was debating staying with Chevy for the 2025 NIS season, but they changed the Chevy to have a bunch of just generic Chevrolet branding on it, and I hate it. So I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna switch to Toyota. Plus, they have a different car in all 3 classes, right? It's Supra, or it's Camry, Supra, Tundra. So that's interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm the type of person that I had to change this.
That car is a lap down.
Like maybe this bothered you with my pictures of the car the other day, but I had erased the Camaro anyway from the color change logos. And
Oh, that drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. And I see it a lot in NIS because, well, just everybody thinks they're a painter, so they're like, look, it's my car, it's great. I slapped a fucking giant Fig Newtons logo on the back. Ain't I clever? But yeah, it's pretty rough to stare at sometimes. I vividly remember this one guy who ran a Tim Richmond car that looked fucking dog shit, and he put Monte Carlo on the back. That's the other thing that makes me mad, is when somebody's like, oh, I painted a car and I put Monte Carlo on the back. It's like, it's not a Monte Carlo, it's a Camaro.
Honestly, I wish
the real car was a Monte Carlo. Yeah, but this one is a Camaro. Put the Camaro text.
I wish they would give us.
Oh, okay. Hello.
I wish they'd give us, in addition to the 3 cars we get, a generic body with no stamps.
Oh, it'd be great. Just give us the NASCAR next gen.
Yeah. Like if they give us the EVs ever, with whatever happens with that, give us the plain EV too. Like
yeah, give us the ABB one. Like
yeah,
that would be cool.
I want to have a Skoda.
I mean, there's people that constantly pine, Dodge is coming back. I hope Dodge comes back. And it's just like, buddy, it's been almost 15 years. Give it a rest. Dodge is not coming back. But it would make that crowd happy. By the way, Ruska, do you know how cold it is here today?
Is it still in the minuses?
It's -9 today.
Like still?
Yep.
Oh no. That's bad.
That's the high.
That's the high. Oh no. The high can't be low. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know how you can deal with that at all. Because when it gets anywhere near that here, I don't like it.
It's too cold.
Yeah. Still good on fuel. You are currently 4 laps over target, I think. 3 or 4, so It's getting closer, but it still says it's okay.
All right, when we get really close, you gotta warn me. Okay.
I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Ew, this car kicked dirt in my face.
28.37.
It's budget Rexy again, isn't it?
Car inside. Still there, inside.
Ooh,
Car outside.
bit of a
Outside,
slider.
Clear.
Has a lot of trust in me.
I do feel so much more comfortable fighting really closely with people in this car compared to probably a lot of other cars on over.
Well, you have a lot of margin of error.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
but
the
like,
big thing, right?
that's what makes it so fun, though. I think.
Yes.
Like, I did not mind making it 3 or 4 wide. I think I was at one point, right? Earlier.
I mean, like I said, you're basically running Michigan
yeah.
in this here. Like, this is basically Michigan. It's like a tiny Michigan. How many laps down are we to the lead?
1. Wait, is
Wow.
that correct? My overlay's been a bit weird, actually. Let me check this. 2. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I was like, 1 is actually
not
really
bad.
damn good. But yeah, 2 is what I would expect at this point. It was similar
It's
to
not
last
bad at
time.
all, actually.
Yeah, yeah. We're actually now the first car 2 laps down. Depending on the cycle, we might filter back to 1 lap down.
If we get a caution... Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah. Might stay 2 down just because... Oh, actually... I think we can get some spots later on in this, because there are a lot of people who have not been making
Yeah,
100 laps.
I'm fully looking at the relative, and there are people that last came in at 284 or
That car is a
282.
lap
Like,
down.
we're gonna gain a ton of spots if we just save fuel.
Yeah.
Car outside.
This
Clear.
guy.
Oh, it's that, yeah. It is the person I had the tangling with, I think.
Car outside. Still there. Stay low. Clear outside.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine. Just stick behind and get some fuel saving until
Yeah.
it becomes increasingly easier to do. Let me check their like stint length here. 7 laps into the stint. I mean, they should be driving away,
The
honestly, with
leadership
fresher
did
tires. but-
28.073.
He loves coming down in 4, doesn't he?
Oh my god. Yes, he does.
Is that just his line? Trying to D-shape, not D-shape, like diamond the corner of
No, he's
Iowa.
trying to. He's trying to screw us. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know where the
he's trying.
first one came from, then.
He's little angry, so he's gonna try and fuck us over here.
That's fine. Your pace is fine. Like, you're doing low 28 still, so I mean...
Outside. Still there.
There we go. Now it's not a problem. I backed up 3 intentionally that time so that I could just power by him, and
Nice.
it worked, so...
I'm watching Bathurst 12 right now, and it's already better than the last Bathurst 1000. Yeah, I watched my first Bathurst 1000. I think I was talking to you, Kerry, at the time in the Discord, but that was not an exciting race.
Oh, fuck, man.
Clear high. Clear up top.
God damn it. Now I got the 18 back.
Stay
So
high.
good.
Keep high. Clear. Outside. Stay low. Still there. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top. Car inside. Clear inside.
Had to get a little aggressive there, but
No, it's nicely done.
The leader is running.
Harvey.
8.009.
Hello, Jordan.
How was the race? Just checking on how you there.
It's going alright. We're running P21 right now, but hopefully there will be some positions if people are pitting on weird strategies. So I think we will move up from here before the end. D's doing a good job.
You're pulling away from the car behind.
I love how
That is
her Fuji is just
9.8 seconds.
it has a picture of your logo. It's funny.
She's just a big fan.
Favorite 2 cats in one team. Wow.
2 cats.
2 cats. There's no cats.
Wow, I guess the 2 cats.
Where's the cat?
Wow, one's driving right now, and the other is, you know, staring into my soul.
I'm not a cat.
Sure? I'm pretty sure it says in the schedule you look like you're a cat. It kind of looks like you.
I'm not a cat.
The thumbnail says otherwise.
I've been dealing
Everyone
with this
knows.
for 3 hours. I'm not a cat.
Everyone knows the thumbnail doesn't lie.
Oh my god.
They do say that.
The thumbnail lies when it's in control of somebody else.
There's some big red arrows. It's not a clickbait thumbnail.
Shall I put a big red arrow to the D cat next time?
No.
Yes. I just finished the TGT race in the Lexus.
Oh yeah, how'd that go for you?
Fucking hell, I beat my PB at Brands by half a second.
Nice one.
I got pushed that hard that I beat my 720's Evo time by half a second. Like Jesus.
Decent.
Oh, I gotta save fuel.
See, I tried pulling the move I pulled on you in V-Track Season 0 many moons ago on a GTR, but I kind of got it to work.
Yeah, do some lifts into the corner D. You'll get the fuel you need very easily, I think.
Yeah, I looked over at the score or at the flaps remaining, and I was like, that's the same number that's over there.
Have you got like DRE or something giving you fuel as well?
Yeah, I overlay, which
Oh,
is the
okay,
one
yeah.
that I used for my end only. It only
Yeah.
goes to me. It doesn't go to the stream. Has us on lap 358, and I see that we have 43 laps to go. So I'm like, ooh, that's a little close for comfort.
Yeah, you'll get it though. It's not hard to get the few more laps.
That's what I have to remember. We're 2 laps down too.
Yeah, that's
This might
true.
be-
We have 40 to go according to the UI.
This might be the best VTuber team for this. 2 oval people. Or 2 oval cats, I should say.
Wait, am
You
I?
said people. You were correct the first time.
No, I had to correct myself.
How am I a cat? Now? Oh wait, is this a Meowska reference?
Of course.
Oh
Everyone
no.
knows. It's so
Oh, not so
No,
funny now, isn't
no.
it? Oh, let's make all these cat jokes about D. Yeah, Meowska exists, everybody.
Look,
thing is,
unlike D, I am not a cat. Okay, I can say that because I'm not. So it's different.
Really? Really?
I will feed
Really?
you lemon mint.
No,
You are a cat.
cats aren't allowed to have that. I mean, I hate that.
Yes, that's what I said. Lemon mint. I thought that was a joke. I didn't think that was an actual thing. I thought when I was picturing, I thought I just pictured the lamb and like a pack of Mentos or something.
No, it's awful flavor of crisp at least. D,
so
just to explain, that's
disgusted right
chip in your language.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank
No
you.
worries.
No, you were correct the first time, Crisp.
I didn't say it was incorrect. I just needed to translate for D. Otherwise, it would
Thank
be
you.
incomprehensible.
I was very scared.
Incomprehensible.
I was scared.
This has reminded me that I did say I was gonna, because I asked Asa for the assets. I was gonna make Meowska a redeem. I need to like see how that looks, but I was gonna actually do that.
I'm not a cat.
No one said you were.
I'm not a cat.
We didn't even say that. We were just thinking that.
That's all I'm saying. Is that if there's one cat on this team, it's the one who's actively trying to be Meowska.
I mean, it's probably Jordan.
What? I'm not part of this team. I'm a spectator.
You're but you are a cat.
I'm a cheerleader.
You're girl
Cheerleading
bossing
cat.
right now.
Of course I'm girl. I'm always girl bossing. You know that. I'm always girl bossing. And boy modding.
I still love that I explained the concept of boy moding and girl bossing to Jordan during the 24, and he just decided I claim both of those now.
They're mine. That's my most popular TikTok, by the way. Most liked.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Granted, I've only made like 3 TikToks in my life.
Well, you know what? Number 1 in the clubhouse, regardless.
I mean, you still haven't beat the Twitch clips of all time where Frankie swore. But I think
Now that's
a
rare.
rarity. Where he said, oh, fuck. Instead, he was trying to say truck, but I think he just said screw it and said fuck. He tried to make it sound like truck. That's
My favorite thing about that clip is just like Frankie's obviously just had a crash in the car in the 24, but all Jordan cares about is his car. All he cares about is, wait, Frankie, did you just say fuck? I couldn't care less about the car or the race, whatever. Just wait a minute.
Priorities.
Yep.
I mean, every endurance race I've ever been in, I think the car's crashed.
I mean, yeah. It always happens at some point.
And the swearing from Frankie, that's even more of a rarity.
Yep. And even Frankie trying to like recover on the apron into NASCAR Turn 3 and is just trying to insist that he said fudge.
No, it's a truck.
Still good?
You know, it'd be great if
I'll
somebody
feel
got a
it.
t-shirt.
Yeah. Just
I think yours is going to be more accurate than mine, but yes,
Yeah.
according to this.
Okay.
I think the one in the UI will just have a look like mine as well, so it's a bit skewed.
Okay.
But either way, 31 to go, UI says 33, so...
Yeah, I can go for it a little bit here, so...
Yeah, just keep an eye on your eye over there, I guess.
It'd be great if somebody got a t-shirt that says, fuck, I mean truck.
I have a hunch that in person Frankie swears like a sailor. I don't think that's true.
You know, it'd be funny. He swears like more than us.
That would be hilarious if that turned out to be true when we meet him, but I don't see that being the case.
It just turns out he has like Tourette's or something, and he just keeps swearing.
I think we'd
It's
know
just-
if he did.
He just controls it in the stream too well.
That would be impressive.
See, I wish I didn't swear as much, but
Fuck
I
it.
just cuss too much. I just do.
I don't care. You know?
I worked at a job that was run by like devout Christians, and I cussed on the first day, and they were like, "You're not doing that here." So I had to do the entire. I ended up getting let go during probation, but like, I straight up had to like clean my language up, and I did it, and I was proud of myself. But I was like, "This is really fucking hard." Like,
I swear plenty, but as soon as I'm in a setting where it would not be acceptable,
Appropriate.
it's just automatically off almost. And I was a bit worried about that because the company I work for now, we actually do have some like religious clients. It's not a religious company, but some of our clients are. So as much as I wouldn't swear in my job anyway, it's like they made a point where it's like, yeah, you really can't because it's like super bad now. It's like, okay. And I was worrying because my previous job, which is in the world of horse racing, like I would swear not to clients, but in the presence of clients, because in that world, that's perfectly acceptable. And I kind of ended up doing it as well, because it's not that weird. Oh dear.
Yep. Saw that coming.
Still inside.
Rusty Lefebvre's.
Clear.
Route your cage.
I was going to say that. Yeah. Oh well, let him go.
I'm scoreboard.
Inside.
That's all I got to say about that scoreboard.
You're up top, 3 wide. Still hold.
You're 25th. I'm 20th.
Right side,
Eat
still
shit.
wide.
I'm not even in the
Go
race.
high.
I'm the flag guy. I'm
Go
waving the
high.
flag.
You're the flag girl.
Of course.
Clear inside.
We're boy modding up on the.
This is
flag.
this is a third data point
Position. Go get it.
at the moment. I have a third data point. I have a third data point.
I mean, data point.
Jordan, when do you want the invite to Prismatic Motorsports? That's all I'm asking.
What do you mean by that? I don't get.
I'll tell you when you're older.
What does that mean? I've made. No, what does that mean?
I'll tell you when you're older.
What do you mean when I'm older?
I'll tell you when you're older.
I'm an adult. What do you mean?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Is this a way of saying you're gonna tell me after stream? 'Cause I'll be traumatized.
I'll tell you when
me
you're
on
older.
stream. When we mark it there in the calendar in 5 years' time.
I'm just gonna bring you into a group that has a lot of people that girl boss and boy mode. That's all.
You're in the top 20.
It's all fun and games till it comes out through.
I kid.
What, are you kidding saying about your kidding?
Inside.
Nah, I'm currently.
Still inside.
We'll pick this up
Still less
later,
than-
okay? We'll pick this up later. We're in the middle of a thing.
8.0.
There's less than 25 to go here, and that's the marbles, and those don't turn anymore. Oh man.
It's like the D24.
First time I've experienced marbles on oval, and oh, that's really gonna kill you if you get up there now.
Yep. I imagine a long run in like NIS Iowa. I guess it's gonna look like that.
Long run at NIS at Iowa.
Yeah, weirder things have happened.
I think I had 21 cautions at my Iowa race.
Oh,
I mean, I finished
Jesus.
4th, but you know, I think the new DVP quote unquote cars too much damage, you're done that they've put in the cup cars now will make that a little bit better. But yeah, it was pretty rough.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.
Yeah, I'm personally not excited about the DVP rule, but also it will save me from finishing races where I'm just running around for hours, many laps down, which objectively is a waste of my time.
Oh, it sucks.
But I'm
It
like
sucks.
that, and I will always do it if I can. And like honestly, yeah, okay, you should probably stop me. I'm gonna complain, but you probably should, yeah.
DVP?
Damaged vehicle policy.
So in
NASCAR has
you,
rules where if you can't repair a car by a certain amount of time, you're out of the race.
And in
Ah.
iRacing, you could just. I mean, I'm not sure. You can never. Sometimes you can
could
repair
have
all
just
the damage.
repaired your
but-
car, no problem. There's no
Yeah.
equivalent of it in iRacing, but in the Season 1 patch, they put in the ability to have too much damage, you're done. Which is ironic because now when NASCAR has gone back, and now you can repair damage and take a car to the garage and come back out in the Cup Series. But only the Cup Series, which is
The
weird.
one I think of when you say that is if you remember the 1992 finale with Richard Petty, like his car gets absolutely demolished.
Oh, yeah,
they
and he
bring
comes
it for
back
the last
out,
few
yeah.
laps.
Where he says, "Get the fucking fire extinguisher" on ESPN. Yeah, I remember that. That was great.
Just shows the actual human. That's funny, you know?
Yep. was also the NASCAR Winston Cup Series debut for one Jeff Gordon.
Yes.
The leader is running 28.151.
Tires are starting to give up a little bit right on time. I drove them a little harder this run, so.
No worries. Not many to go now. 16. Accounting for us being 2 laps down.
Oh yeah, I saved us way too much fuel. Could have went.
I bidded on something on interwebs, which is pretty cool.
What was it?
It was a model of a Porsche. Not any Porsche,
That
a
car is a
911,
lap down.
a Flying Wizards one. And it's
Oh.
not the one you think. It's from 2005. Currently the bid is at £6.74.
And if I win that, I think, I think I'll get that for less than a tenner. On the topic of prismatic, that reminds me, Ruska told me earlier they have
Still
not
there at bottom.
accepted the invite to the track
Clear
day
inside.
week. For the
They
track
were the
25
last
week.
2, yeah, earlier. I haven't checked since then. Though. I have a while to
There
do
is a
it.
car on the high side. The car in front of you.
So
gets
are-
the position.
are
Go
we
get him. Still there,
Making a
hold your
Mirai team for this.
I mean, I'll be in VC for it.
line. Clear high.
Shared
We need
chat
to work
question
together.
mark?
Huh?
You want to do a shared chat?
Oh yeah, if you're streaming.
Of course I am. I have nothing else to do on a Sunday. Plus, I need to look like I actually do things from time to time.
28.165.
Oh wait a minute! I just remembered NASCAR practice should be starting soon.
Oh, at Bowman. Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Still not sure if I'm gonna stay up ridiculously late on a Sunday
wouldn't.
night.
Car inside.
If,
Not gonna be
you're
worth it.
staying up till 1 in the morning, don't.
Pretty sure it starts at like 1 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's, no.
What if I, what if I if it-
Non-points, don't do that.
Well,
I
those are the
watched
most
one
exciting
race. I watched one race flag to flag on television. Well, I said television, on the internet. It was the All-Star race last year.
Clear.
I stayed up that late. I stayed up that late. I missed the next day of work because I said fuck it.
I mean, there's a lot of races
I mean,
that
you got
aren't
to
that
see
late.
Stenhouse and Kyle Busch get in a fight. That was fun.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's still hilarious.
Real battle of mid
I
these
know.
days.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 second.
Kyle at least has a resume.
Wait, who?
I mean, Stenhouse did win a Daytona 500, but
Yeah.
battle of mid.
Bush is not like he used to be though.
No, he ain't.
I wish he'd get that 500 before it's too late. But it
Might be
too
this
late.
year. RCR always has pretty okay speedway cars, so he might get it this year.
He might recreate Dale Earnhardt Senior.
He
18
really
years.
is the modern Dale Earnhardt. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's true. Oh, hey, the 18 got spun. Oh boy, look at all of that shit.
Imagine Kyle Busch and the 18 car spins. That's funny.
What happened? What happened?
Let me have a look. Well, they're still wrecking. Fucking hell.
What happened? Huh? You get cocky with the leaders and look what happens.
Oh, okay. They had an unsafe rejoin too. They got completely hit from the side. They were like blocking the
shit.
2 cars behind. Oh,
Oh, the 8 rattled their cage and they hit the 20.
you all good?
Yeah, everyone's lost their mind now.
I just come up in.
I think we only lost a spot.
Wait, did you? Wait, you went down on them?
Yeah, Lily came down the track a little bit, to be fair.
Outside is clear. The leader is running.
Oh, so what?
28.605. The car in front is pitting.
I'm.
Oh, someone's pitting in front of us.
No.
A bunch of cars are pitting in front of us.
Maybe they were in the wreck.
We didn't lose anything. We're back to fucking 20th.
Car behind is pitting.
Yay!
Nice.
Trophies in the chat.
I should make dinner.
I'm gonna make dinner after this, even though it's only 3 o'clock.
A winner. Lunch and
You're
dinner.
losing on the car in front.
That's
Winner.
my.
Nine
That's my evil twin.
You're in the top 20.
Jordan the
5
winner.
laps to go. Things are looking good.
Jasmine dinner.
My alter ego is Jason Branch.
2 laps to go. 2 to go.
2 to go.
To be fair, you might have raced against them.
We've got plenty of fuel. Holy shit.
Inside.
Yeah. We
Really?
did not have to be that. Yeah, I got like 5. I just got the 5-lap warning now.
Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Stay high.
I'm not sure how much streamed away
Clear
there is.
inside.
So I'm not sure if you've already finished the race or not.
No, we're still
No, still going.
You just
There's
got
not
White
much
flag.
delay if you're on
That
Twitch.
means 1 more lap to go.
There is no delay?
There's not much delay on Twitch. Like, half a second or something.
I think it's cool that they wrecked and then we got a spot. What is this guy doing? Really wants to advertise his Twitch. Alrighty, P20. Fun stuff, Ruska. That was fun.
Still
Yeah, it
there.
was. Thank you for joining me for this one.
Clear inside.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
Congrats to the 2 cats.
There's the flag. It's
I
over.
didn't hear that.
Bring it back to the pit.
These like,
We're
I,
going.
if you ever asked to, if I'm ever asked to drive an endurance race or Mirai again, and you're in the team, I'm saying no.
Patricia, thank you for donating $5
Hey,
to the
thanks, Patricia.
Dale Junior Foundation. Thanks so much. Oh,
Very cool, very cool.
yeah, that is.
I'm
a
gonna
fun
unmute voice chat and hear them all motherfuck each other.
You were being a little in the way, but good win 11. I don't got enough rear tire to do burnouts. What?
Oh, they aren't fighting anymore. Darn, I missed the fight.
Damn.
Oh,
Gotta save that one.
Well, I have a feeling with Rasco. When I saw this like on the event schedule for the year, I knew instantly Rasco would want to do
I mean, I pretty much want to do all
it
of
because
them.
it's
So
so silly.
But yeah, this was. I thought it'd be more memey than it actually was. That was actually a genuinely fun combo and fun race, even with no cautions. Like that wasn't an issue in any way. If anything, it was good. So I'm pleasantly surprised with how that race actually runs, and I hope, as Dee said earlier as well, like I hope they run this again, like as it is, because it's actually really good.
yeah.
P20, top 20 in top split. That's not bad at all. Where did we start? Like, similar position. Oh, apparently 11th, but that's fine. That's surprisingly high quality, actually, for top split. I was like disappointed with that until I realized, oh no, it's top split. Fuck this. But yeah, that was a good run.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be weird if you turned on their chat and they were being polite to each other? It happens once in a while in iRacing.
Oh, it happens to me all the time. I'm always like, oh fuck, I'm gonna unmute because they're gonna be fighting, and then it turns out they're just not fighting. At all.
My favorite is still when you were like, you decided to unmute the voice chat on a super speedway race, and they were talking. What they were saying something like, I can't remember, but they're talking about basically just wrecking or something. It's like, yeah, absolute nonsense. You're like, yeah, no, we're muting that, and that just lasted like one
good.
back straight.
It wasn't even. It was like 300 feet.
Probably, yeah.
Like the equivalent of a braking zone. I was just like, no, there's nothing important happening here.
It wasn't even like bad. It was just absolute nonsense.
It was an inane conversation, which happens on all the time.
My favorite one that I had was one of my Daytona 500s last year. We got to the point where almost everyone was running single file, just like fuel saving, taking it easy. It was early in the race. We were almost the entire field single file. There were 1 or 2 people still out there. And then they started like saying to them on the voice chat, guys, let's get a full single file train. Get in, let them in, guys, let them in. And then eventually everyone got in a row. And it was like, yeah. But then they're like, now what?
Raska, I regret to inform you, you lost 3 I rating.
No! What about my safety rating?
You did not gain anything.
No! Well, I was 499 anyway, so I guess that's okay.
You didn't lose anything. I gained 0.29 and I lost 2 I rating.
Nice.
So that's pretty good.
I'll take those.
Yes.
Nice clean run. We had a couple of incidents there, but nothing like crazy. So nice clean run overall. Pretty decent.
Had worse.
Look at how close our fastest laps were.
I haven't even looked.
And average lap, I guess. Yeah. We
What
were
were they?
like 100th apart.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what you want from teammates, right? Being right on par with one another.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, top split of 4. Not bad going.
4 splits, eh? That's it.
Yeah. So it's not like it's like that's a relatively low strength top split at 3K, but still.
Yeah.
It's top split nonetheless. What was the I rating of the winner? Well, only 3.5K. That's not like insane. 3.9 in P2. A 6.4K guy in sharing the car with someone in P3. I think this race just doesn't attract the really, really high rated people.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably grinding out setups for Daytona next week anyway, or the week after, whenever it is. But
Like
yeah.
you will be doing for the Tracktona 500.
Well, that's fixed.
Come on.
But yeah.
Now grinding it out.
I know I can't grind out practice for a super speedway. I can grind out quali practice, but usually it's not worth even bothering with that. So, unless it's the only time I've done that is when there was a hot lap competition to get into a race, and me and Lith were quite try-harding the quali, trying to figure out all the little tricks they use, which was quite fun in a way, but you know, not the most engaging style of driving you can do. Endless solo laps of Daytona. I've got the practice. Yes, I think one practice session might already up, but yeah, I did pin the links, the times in the track channel for that event. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for double Daytona. Hopefully, if the timing works out, I'm going to do the Tracktona 500, followed by virtual oval Daytona opener, and there even. I don't know why, even though all their races are 60% cup distance, their season opener at Daytona is a full length 500. So, which is cool, but also not cool because I'm going to do that in like 2 weeks time anyway. So we're going to do that. Maybe if I can make the timing work on that. So that'd be interesting. And I haven't really planned anything for next week yet because that is a while away still, but I should probably think about it. What have you got up for the coming week, D?
I have stuff. I got college football on Monday, like I normally do. I think I'm gonna do another D's repair shop. Is kind of what I've kind of unofficially called it. The car mechanic simulator stuff. I might do that on Tuesday. Thursday, there's nothing going on, but I'll probably stream Thursday. Maybe another edition of sports. We'll see. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm watching the Madhouse Classic, the modified thing right now, and they just junked the entire field.
Nice.
It's typical Bowman Gray things going on. So.
Oh dear, that's going to be an interesting cup race.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
will be.
Right, I'm going to raid Solstice, who we're going to be returning the raid actually, because she raided me yesterday. She's doing Formula 4 at Interlagos. She's been grinding that out this week actually. I swear every time I click on a stream lately, she's been doing this. So we're going to see how she's going with that. I think she's just finished a race unfortunately, but we're going to see what's going on anyway. So we're going to head over there. And as I say, I'm back tomorrow with Daytona, and more Daytona. Thanks again for joining me, D. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a blast too.
And yeah, I'll see everyone next time.